It's rated M for mature and T for toys. Yeah.
This is Randy Falk of NECA Toys, and you are listening to the Action Toy Art Podcast.
This is Tim Bradstreet, and you're listening to Action Toy... Wait, I missed it. Action
Toy Art Podcast.
Toy Art Podcast. Hey, this is Tim Bradstreet, and you're listening to... God damn it, hold on. Hey, this is Tim Bradstreet, and you're listening to Action Toy Art Podcast.
I write it down. I put my thoughts on paper. Welcome to the torture chamber.
Welcome to the Action Toy Art Podcast. We're here to inform you, not bore you, with the latest in toy news and geek culture. Now, let's start the show.
Welcome to the actually first episode. You know, the last one kind of didn't count because it really wasn't the format that you guys are all familiar with. But if you are familiar or unfamiliar, today is January the 14th of 2018, hopefully with no complications. This will air on the 15th. I am your host for the evening. I am Junior_Doom. I am lovingly assisted by Eric Plays. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello. We also have Sharkman Dave.
What the hell is up, guys?
We'll tell you later. We also have Nick, Lenses on Figures.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday, buddy. So
Monday
we hope
when you're watching, listening.
Whatever. So we are on currently the YouTube channel right now, iTunes, Podbean. We're not sure how you're listening to us, but we are glad that you are here. Obviously, again, show's a little different. We hope that you guys are enjoying what we are spitting out there to you. So we have, of course, we like to break into the show with some breaking news. If you guys are joining us again on YouTube, we got some flashy graphics and stuff now. Ooh, look at us spending $2 in order to make your visual lives even cooler.
Fancy.
Look at this production value.
Look at this. You guys love it. So one of the images we are seeing here is this is a 1-to-1 scale figure of Acid Rain.
Jesus.
Super amazing figure.
Wow.
Eric, I already know you want this sitting in your living room, but all the kids are just going to pull everything off of it and want to ride it like a Sibian.
Dude, look at this. You know what? This is major promotion from them. They have big things planned, Acid Rain as a company. And, dude, I think we're going to get into that too, aren't we, Jared? The other thing Acid Rain has going on?
We definitely have a video. If you guys have said we're going to play YouTube, we're on YouTube playing YouTube videos. So we do have a video here of what they are currently. I went all the way to the end because I'm an idiot. But basically what they have here is a game that they're going to be coming out with. So they have all of these characters that you guys are familiar with and these scenarios that they played, kind of like a World of Warcraft. It kind of seems you're building your own little towns and empires and stuff like that and trying to conquer, and it's fucking Acid Rain.
It's one of those top-down strategic, for the listeners, mobile game coming out from Acid Rain. Guys, these guys went from like graphic art stories to toys to now mobile video games.
I mean,
Yeah.
This is a fucking first, I think, in the toy community. And man, this is hype. Even if you don't play these kinds of games, you should fucking support it and just get that shit for your mobile. You know what I mean?
just get that shit.
So cool. Again, we're looking at a 1-to-1 figure, Acid Rain. This is one of their newer cyborg-style units. They're not humans under there. They're actually robots. So
the detail is spot on, man.
And we know that this is now... We now know that this is a huge promotional piece for the mobile game coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, man, like you said, Dave, this is amazing. This is all 3D printed and shit too, boys.
Yeah.
Very
That's
impressive.
incredible.
We got some McFarlane toy bits going on right here. We got Bobby from We Happy With a Good Time, blah, blah, blah. So it's basically an old-timey looking cop with a very smug-looking face, and it looks like he's a mime French
looks like Joker.
cop. Kind of does look
That's
like he
what I
could be
thought it
Joker,
was.
eh?
Yeah.
So, very interesting character. It's a very stylized figure. Very cool, though, but as we all know, it's not going to have any articulation.
Throw it off.
Absolutely. So we do
Where's
have
Dana?
some...
Where's Dana? We got her to talk about this.
All the dollies. So we do have some in-package visions here of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2-pack, which comes with the Hitchhiker and Nubbins, which is the dead version, alive in a dead version. Very, very cool. Got the awesome camera that he came with that made the very creepy sound. He comes with the blades because everybody knows he likes to cut himself. So very, very super cool pack from NECA Toys in their Mego cloth scale line. Eric, you picking these up?
I actually think we went over that police buck a little too fast because that thing was amazing. This thing.
Sorry,
like
we
that,
forgot
huh?
you work for McFarlane.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that you didn't actually want to glaze over my figures. I mean, I take time, like 10 minutes a day to work on these, and I really appreciate your $20.
Boy.
I'm very interested to see, because Doom, didn't you just recently say I don't have any old Bobby policeman figures?
There you go.
Not Bobby. I just said I don't have any policeman figures.
Well, the old time style ones, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's
so,
what I'm saying.
dude,
I'm
you can pry this helmet off.
I was going to say, a little head swap, whatever.
I'm still buying this. Like, don't get me wrong.
I see Lenz because Lenz was working with those police bodies. I instantly thought of him.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, it's McFarlane, so he's probably to scale with your NECA and shit.
It won't move much, but it looks pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
And you could always probably repaint his face too.
Man, I want to use this body and use it with like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Well, you know
it's
what?
Like same era shit.
Right.
Almost.
Technically, too.
You army build a couple of them, you know what I mean, and then set up like kind of like a riot police kind of deal, like setting something up like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Plus, there's the figures that I have too, which is the Sherlock Hound. If I took this guy's head off and put like a dog's head on it or something, then he could work for Sherlock Hound. But the scaling would be mad off though.
A little off.
This is a switch for McFarlane too. Usually we're wanting the heads off his bucks. Now this is a buck that we want with the head off it.
Right. So it looks like you'll have the single. You could dig into these also. So if anybody wants more articulation out of these, you can either pull these out or kind of shave away at the pegs or shave up in this area over here. I don't know if you guys can see the mouse that I'm actually, but you can shave a little bit into the notches and get the hand to move up a little more and stuff. So I mean the hands don't look too goofy. The face looks sinister enough, and I just
you might even be able to fucking.
I don't know why they did such a look at the difference of the background though. It's like they did.
I like the white gloves on him.
The white gloves on
him are sweet.
Right,
those are proper too.
Did we glaze over nubbins too? Are you done with nubbins?
Is that enough, Eric? You feel
I appreciate it, and you know what? That cop body's a big deal. You guys don't maybe realize it yet.
No, it is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah. All right. These are awesome too. I'm getting these to go along with the rest of the Migos. I mean, aren't you guys? This is a fucking 2-pack like Migos. These are going to be usable for multiple things, you know.
This is one of the first scared expression faces that we've gotten from this line too.
Dude, I just got the Chainsaw Massacre 3 figure, so this is going to go fucking awesome with those.
So you liking that figure, Eric?
I do actually, guys. It's really nice.
Very much. And I actually went back and listened to we had Toy Fair last year, and there was a whole segment on there where Eric was like, pass on the fucking Mego Chucky, pass on the Chainsaw 3. I don't even know this movie. He was straight passing on his figures when we were talking about him. Now,
and here we are.
And this was February. This was February of 2017.
How the tides have turned.
Moving forward, he straight bought them shits and ended up being on his top 20 list. Moving on.
Always change your tastes, guys.
Always.
On that note.
So unfortunately, this is one of the only Freddy things that I don't buy is these Living Dead dolls, but we do have a sound activated Freddy Krueger from this line. Very stylized, very cool. I'll talk you to death is the promo of it. This is from Mezco Toys. This will be obviously on Big Bad Toy Store and all the bits on there. Does anybody want to cover this part? Or are you guys good with me glossing over this to move on?
You know what? It is something different from the Living Dead dolls. I'll tell you right now. These are $100 US a pop. They talk. They're 12 inches tall.
Yeah, they're about 12 inches. Yeah.
So that looks deceiving in these pictures, but these are actually really big pieces. And you know what, Jared? I see you actually getting this in the future, bro.
I was gonna say it.
You need this, Jared.
Do I?
Jared already has a small collection of them. That's what I'm saying.
I have a big.
And this is big. This is
big.
12 inches.
Yeah,
This is
that's
12
fantastic.
inches. All right, so yeah, it's very, very cool, but I mean, it
Always
would have
room
to
for a
be,
lot of detail.
Maybe if it's
Always
like
room for a lot of detail. It's
right,
that
maybe
size,
if it's
right?
like clearance somewhere, fucking, I might jump on that. So if anybody, if anybody was invested in the Creative Beast Studios, the Crypt of the Mesozoic, I believe they were called. They have their figures in their warehouse, it seems like. So if you got on that line, you're going to be getting your shit soon, and I can't wait to see your photos so I can feature your photos and we can discuss what this line really was able to achieve and what we hope for the future of this line. Eric, I know you were excited about this shit.
Yeah, so we know Creative Beast Studios. They're one. You guys know they're actually 1/6 dinosaurs.
They are, yes.
1/6.
But listen,
Damn.
but listen,
That's
raptors.
perfect, though.
These raptors in 1/6 scale is only still as big as a legend.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Because
as big
they're
as a
That's
saying-
legend.
perfect.
They were
That's what
saying
you
that
want.
these things are like rooster-sized animals
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. So when you get these and you combine them with our 1/12 scale shit, you get large raptors. Okay. So having said that, they're coming out with accessory packs as well, and they come out with nestlings and shit, so you can have like a little nest to guard.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, apparently their nestlings are arrived in their warehouse and are shipping out soon to all the backers and then to the pre-orders after the backers. So
Yeah.
So nestle
Exciting
yourselves
shit.
up. Nestle yourselves up with some Creative Beast. We had him on last year too when David Silva we had on. He was a very cool guy.
Okay,
So this
I
is a
remember
line that I know Eric is very excited about. These are super cool. In the Simpsons, it was a line that made Bart famous on the Krusty Show. He said,
Look at
"I
that.
didn't do it." It became something that Bart himself became annoyed with, but it played the lure of Bart having a catchphrase in the show itself when it was actually happening in real life as well. So this is a stylized 3D molded one kind of mold print of Bart. He is an African American in this version. Looks very
So
stoned
no,
and kind
what
of.
these are is these are O.J. Simpson figures.
Oh, they are.
That's what
Yes,
they're supposed
they
to
are.
be, yeah.
If you could scroll down, you can see that they
I
are.
can. I just got this.
Does he have a glove on?
He does probably.
he
Yeah, it
has
looks like he has
gloves
black
on.
gloves on. Yeah.
So I just want to say, guys, that this guy's indie toy line. These are already sold out, by the way. Sorry to
this
say,
is the
say
second
that.
run too, right?
But this is still great news. Look forward to more things coming from him in the future.
And these come
And
in
again,
go ahead.
sorry, they're like bootlegs and shit,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And these come in a very stylized blister pack also. So the account is VIKTOR's Vintage, Victor's Vintage. Very, very cool. So hopefully you guys pick this up. If not, expect to buy it on the secondary market. Super cool idea. Very cool. So we are getting figures from the movie Rampage that's coming out with The Rock. Here is an image of one of the fucking apes. I recently did go to Walmart and see that the the King Kong figures are also being discounted as well. So I guess wait for these to be discounted as well. But it looks like you get a little Rock over there. So it looks like he's probably, I don't know, it kind of looks like 5 to 6 inches. And this thing is fucking
No.
huge.
G.I. Joe size.
Maybe.
Right.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll
Yeah.
see. I haven't seen any of these in stores yet.
3/4.
But
I seen the wolf character in hand. We know that what size that is. So that is a 4-inch figure with these oversized, large, like 12-inch tall monsters from
Right,
Rampage.
So very, very
So
cool.
dope.
Okay.
So we have some competition here as a person that goes by the name of Chucky's_geek_spot is also making some blood effects. So if you guys like options, he's got some pools and some effects and some splatters and stuff like that. So very
Awesome.
many people doing a lot of different crazy things on Instagram. So we are just trying to focus on showcasing you guys.
Oh yeah.
It's not about us anymore, is it? Well, it kind of is, but it isn't about us anymore. But
It's about me.
it's about Eric. All right, moving on. 3A is kicking out a new figure. Comes out. Looks fucking super stylized, super awesome though. Looks like he's kind of got a scarecrow mask almost looking deal going on with his Han Solo kind of pants looking and then hipster. So it's like Han Solo, the fucking, it's called Future Mort 13. Go ahead, Eric.
Is, I believe, yeah, it's a 1/6 scale 3A figure, and it's like a black magic voodoo shit.
This is crazy. It's like a zombie John Wick with like cowboy holsters.
Yeah, it's like it's like total like hipster Han Solo.
Yeah,
like from the dead.
And like, I mean, dude, look at that shit on the floor. That fucking magic circle. That's fucking
the
creepy.
Magic
Actually,
circle.
I'm picturing like a Purge type of character here. Like
this is very Purge-y too. Yeah,
really twisted. Yeah.
This is what Nick goes out in fucking Purge gear. This is exactly how I see Nick going out.
Future Mort 13,
bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. So awesome. This looks fucking amazing. I think it looks great. So we have an image here of what the NECA toys, they wanted to get some more money out of their bucks. This is the first one they're doing, is the trench coat with the bag and the hat version for Raph. I believe it's still around the same price. Also with the bat. So if I was going to get one version, I'd get this one for sure. So
yeah, man.
That shit is super fucking dope. And I know the pizza party guy does a lot of this shit as well, but that's not in everybody's price range.
You know what? Butterman did this 2 years ago.
Well, Butterman didn't do this. He got from Pizza Party. That's what I said. He got his from the Pizza Party guy.
Yeah, he made his. Yeah,
he claims that was the best, material and all that shit. So.
Oh, I'm sure his is way better than NECA's.
Right. So just in case you guys think that Mezco Toys is fucking up or fucking not producing figures, these are actually all the figures that actually came out in 2017. Hopefully you guys are able to see what we're talking about. If not, go on to Mezco Toys page. They posted a photo with every single one of their releases in one photo. Obviously it's photoshopped. But these are a lot of fucking figures here, guys. And for an $80 fucking toy line, and everybody keeps crying, like, make more and faster. And it's like, I think they're doing fine.
I only got 6 of these.
I got...
Out of all of these, I got 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, technically, 5,
guys,
6.
Which figure there? Which figure there has the most variants?
It's definitely Punisher because he has 3.
Oh man,
he has 3. He's the only one that has technically had 3. So
yeah, 3 right there.
But
dude, Space Ghost has the fucking 2 up there. That's nice.
Yeah.
Space Ghost is in the middle too.
Dude, this Red Skull has the Superman. See that? Yeah. Oh yeah, that Russian Superman. I forgot about that.
He did.
Shit.
Yeah, he came out. He sure did.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was the one everybody claimed was the better one too. Because he's got the discerned look on his face too. So if you had both of those, you could have both of those fucking heads.
Shit balls.
Super shit balls. I know. Super cummy shit balls.
Sticky, fucking sweaty shit balls. Right
these are a lot of fucking figures.
I was gonna say, Nick, what do you think about these? You never did get any Mezcos, have you?
No, I mean I got the knockoff Punisher, which I just
there we go.
Oh, he did, yeah. I was gonna
say off for the accessories and like the guns and shit.
Who do you like? Who I want you to say a character you realistically think they'll do that you would buy.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I have
realistically.
Do they only do like the comic book shit, right?
Kind of. I mean, obviously
Dude, Jonah Hex is DC, isn't it?
Right.
Is Jonah Hex DC?
Yeah.
Jonah Hex could
Judge
do,
Dredd is also...
Is it only DC and Marvel stuff that they pump out?
Judge Dredd?
No, because they did Judge Dredd and...
Horror shit.
They
do everything.
This.
They're like a...
Dude,
they're like a movie thing, too.
Oh, yeah, they're coming out with the horror figures. They're coming out with the fucking Michael Myers and...
Yeah.
Dude, Michael Myers, I might even get him, dude. That looks pretty dope.
That looks pretty dope.
I could use that with like the Home Alone set that I built and everything.
Right.
You know what we need? We almost need like a 1/10 scale from Mezco this way too, to go with our like NECA scale shit.
I know.
Because I often find that these things are a little small.
Right.
Yeah,
It's weird,
yeah.
like when you get one in your hand and you're like, God, this thing is small.
They are. They're 6 inch right on.
I wouldn't
then-
mind if they were 9
small.
inches. Yeah.
And then you hold a vortex, and you're like, "Holy
Right.
shit, this is small."
This is fucking really small.
and
a
light
vortex,
as
yeah.
fuck.
Mhm.
It's because they
super
have
light.
those skinny 3A bodies underneath there, Dave.
Yeah.
I took all the jackets and shit off. I took the hoodie off and put on the Miles Morales today. That
Nice.
that one.
So
Black
it's
hoodie?
like, I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
it's all over the map. It's all over the place. The great company. I mean, I just get it. You know, they're not the best when it comes to actually final date of the figure. They say, I get it. That's tough. You know, we all get kind of frustrated, but for the most part, like, I mean,
Dude, and
I'm
if
all
that
good.
Joy
I mean,
was it that Joy Toy company? If those guys or what was it that's like going to be the next competition of these guys?
oh, you're talking about that soap?
Is it
Soap
Soap?
Studios? Yeah. That are
Okay.
doing the Dark
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's Soap Studios.
Oh shit, that's right. They were the ones
Those
that
guys
were
are
pumping
going
out
to
like the Christian Bale ones and all that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
So who
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
what they're gonna work on too? Maybe
Right.
shit. Like, I mean, they might just keep going with the DC, but
Dude,
I
they
mean,
may complement each other. These companies, you know.
They could. They
Mm,
could. I mean, seriously, if you got some. I mean, like I said, with that Wolverine, if you army, I mean, they're gonna be expensive, but if you even had one of the, you know, I don't know, but the scaling though.
Dude, I mean, are they going to come out with more X-Men? Dude, imagine a Cyclops from Mezco.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Cyclops would be fucking amazing, guys.
It's hard
It
to
would
tell
be.
where they're. It's hard to
It would
tell
get
where
you
they're
Imagine
gonna
a
back-
go.
Colossus. Imagine a
It would-
Colossus.
Oh
Would they
my
give
God.
us? Would they give us a bigger figure for
Right.
Colossus?
Yes, they would. Yes, they
That
would.
So
would
what
be
do you guys want? Do you guys
fucking
want to let's speculate? Do you guys have any interest
Wait.
in speculating because Toy Fair is next month, so they're gonna have to be premiering some stuff. Like we
Cable,
haven't
guys.
seen. We
Guys,
don't know if the
cable.
Popeye's happening. We're not sure if the what are they? The Dawn of the Dead figures. We don't know if those are happening. We haven't seen
Mhm.
anything from the Evil Dead except for shit we
Dude,
saw
the
earlier this
ashes
year.
and shit,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. So those are somewhat questionable, and we're still not sure what the eventuality of those is going to be. But I don't know. But I
Dude,
would
we
like
know
to
we're
see
looking-
more of those lines.
We know we're looking forward to the Dark Side and shit coming
Right.
out from the DC lines.
Because
Dave, like you said, the fucking Colossus and shit would definitely be amazing.
I'm
They
telling,
could,
I feel like
that
I
kind
feel
of
like-
shit would get me back into Marvel shooting.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know?
I feel like they would even throw in a Cable figure, man, with the new Deadpool coming out and all that shit.
Right.
Absolutely.
And it is too.
Absolutely.
Like 'cause
Crazy.
I love the shoot. I love that Wolverine. Like I don't know. It's
Dude, a
It's
movie
seriously-
Deadpool would be amazing.
right.
Yeah.
That
From
too.
Mezco.
You know, that's the other thing they're trying to speculate too is if that
They're gonna do a
because
movie.
well, yeah. If I'm even saying for Hasbro though, like if Hasbro has a new license because they're being bought by Disney now. So
Mhm.
now you have
Ah.
a different thing where they couldn't touch the Fox stuff. They couldn't give us a Deadpool movie line before. So it is kind of questionable now if we will see anything produced from that because it is already under the blanket because it's Disney all encompassed now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's gonna open up the fucking character licenses for sure.
we'll see. We'll see.
Time will tell.
Time
Yeah.
will tell. But yeah, definitely. I'm not hating on Mezco. You guys are doing your thing.
I don't know.
Fucking keep pumping out figures. I mean, this is what 1, 2, 3,
Dude.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Ladies and
27,
gentlemen, we
28,
know that
29,
Doom knows how to
31,
count.
32, 33. Fucking 33 fucking figures. I mean, that's a lot
Bro,
of figures.
so if they plan on dropping 33 figures in 2018, we're A, broke, and B, blessed.
Right. I'm trying not to buy that much this year, so
Right.
fucking fuck it. All right, Dave, tell us about some legends.
We got some fucking new legends, guys. I'm not as crazy pumped up about these figures, specifically this line, this wave, as much as what all the hype kind of seems to be about. But I mean, we've got some pretty good movie realistic figures here. There's 4 specifically from the new Black Panther movie that's going to be coming out. You got Black Panther, Killmonger, Nakia, and Okoye. Okoye, I believe is how you say it.
Oh.
But yeah, she's the Baff, and again, the likeness on him specifically is all right. You know, he's all right.
Dude.
He's got like the fucking decent articulation. He's got the butterfly shoulder pivots there and stuff. So
this looks like a SH Figure Arts.
I know, man. Yeah, the detail on him is fantastic, and he comes with some fists as alternate hands. He's got the claws and shit, so it's not too bad.
Wow.
I'd be more pumped about the Killmonger figure though, guys. Honestly, like he's even a little bit bigger. I saw him in stores recently, and I almost pulled the trigger on it, but I'm just not as excited about it as I should be. So,
you know which one I was liking? The ears back pink one.
Yeah,
dude, and not for the pink at all, but the ears back sculpted head.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys realize we got hundreds of Legends last year.
Yeah, man.
Hundreds.
Well, there's going to be hundreds again this fucking year, guys. Because honestly, like, they're putting out some good shit. Yeah, you got the new Deadpool wave, dudes. I'm telling you. Like, this one I'm actually pretty fucking excited for. Apparently this this
He's
version
all
of Deadpool.
photoshopped.
No, yeah.
Hit the gym.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This version of Deadpool, he's actually a little bit slimmer. They're saying that he's going to be more kind of like...
lean, muscular.
Yeah, there's like the artist that they're kind of...
there's that butterfly joint,
Rob
too.
Liefeld. Rob Liefeld is like the artist that they're kind of mimicking off of, they're kind of...
No, they didn't.
His
Look
artwork.
at those feet.
Exactly.
They didn't mimic fucking him at all. Look at those proper-looking feet. But they are like darkened too, though. So it's like straight up Liefeld.
They put out a pretty decent wave here. We're getting like Domino. We're getting another Cable, which is like the first like classic Cable release since like Toy Biz, pretty much. So that's pretty fucking rad. Yeah, guys. I mean, we're getting a good amount from that line. Yeah, Deathlock. Deathlock is another one.
So
the first one that they put out since Toy Biz.
I'd like to pose a question. How do you guys feel about seeing these figures shot and posed these ways? Like, these pictures from Hasbro should be a million times better.
Yeah, that's what I hate about actually seeing these, because like
they should just be standing there.
They keep doing these.
Why aren't they fucking hitting? Why aren't they hitting some of us up? You know what I mean? Like any of us out there.
Super Photoshop.
They are. These aren't real. These aren't figures.
Go to Deadpool, Doom.
These aren't figures.
They're like concept drawings.
These are concept drawings.
Okay, look at.
No. They're the figures.
Look at his ankle.
Articulation and shit.
Look at his ankle. It's not even fucking using the ankle pivot.
Go down. No,
he's on left foot. Like you put your foot up to the left. I feel you.
Well, that's what I mean. They were like lazy about the posing.
Dude, the guy just sat him there and like, oh, don't worry, Photoshop will do it.
That's good. That's good.
I'm surprised they just didn't Photoshop the ankle pivot too. I know, supreme articulation, and you got him like side kicking like a bitch. Like.
But guys, I'm super pumped though. We're getting a fucking X-23 out of this wave. That's gonna be sweet.
That is pretty
That's
dope.
gonna be fucking sweet.
I mean,
I guess it doesn't show the pictures there, but either way. Yeah, that's from a new. That's from the new Lizard wave that's going to be coming out. The fucking Spider Punk. They're releasing that one. We talked about that one like not too long ago.
Oh yeah, it's just finally coming out. Yeah.
The SDCC, yeah, exactly. The 17.
This version of Mysterio has a headpiece that like comes off, and you can actually put other like faces and shit in there and stuff.
I love those
and
bottom smoke pieces that it comes with.
Right.
Yes. Absolutely.
Right? That's
cool
fucking
effect.
Yeah.
Finally, they're coming out with effects that we like instead of the bubble fucking Jizzy Strange shit.
I love that figure. I think the worst part about it is that it's going to be obviously a pretty stiff fucking cape, but I think we'll all be in touch with C. Jessam on that front. So
hopefully, yeah.
I was going to say, even with the Mezco Spider-Man coming out, even.
Yeah.
Here's the dud of the line right here. But though this is more Rob Liefeld because you can't see the feet.
Yeah.
What happened to this guy? They were just like, we don't care. You're not going to buy this figure. Look at these things. They're just going to like not be articulated. Well, maybe.
So this is another. We're looking at another
Lasher
symbiote.
Lasher is his character. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at another symbiote. You know what? Got people out there collect symbiotes, guys.
Yeah, man.
That's why people know they knows this shit. That's why they put the Superior Venom out. That's why they're putting this out.
Yep. That's why they put that Back in Black Deadpool out.
Absolutely. And you know what?
It's all a part of the Spider-Verse and all that kind of shit.
I used to have a big symbiote collection too.
So big.
But guys, out of that wave, they're even talking. Well, they're putting out a Spider-Man Noir, so that's going to be pretty rad.
Right. That actually, dude, I am looking forward to Legends. I can't believe it, guys.
I'm telling you, there's gonna be a few that are gonna be coming out that I'm pretty hyped on. So
yes, sir.
I'll be tempted to get the
shit.
Spider-Punk. That's a pretty cool figure.
It is a fucking cool
Its
figure.
feet alone.
The jacket that it comes with, the guitar.
It'll be a popular figure too. Like people will see that and be like, "I want that."
Yeah.
So one thing that we really don't do is actually connect the show to what we actually post on the now ATA Pro page. So starting the week out, this was the new format that we're going to be working for the grids is actually this week opposed to this is our photos. But from now on, we're going to be kind of featuring photos in our actual podcast posting as well. Instead of just one photo, it'll kind of be a grid per se. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. These are my boys' photos right here. So you got your shark, you got me, you got Lens, and you got your boy Eric down here kind of fuzzed out, but you already know his shit's hot fire. So just go to his page and like his shit instead of fucking hating already. So one thing that we wanted to talk to you guys about is we wanted to get your interpretation online of what you guys felt about this now Mezco Iron Man. It's $90. It says it kind of has some metallic parts. We were told originally the mask was going to be magnetized and able to put positioned on, but it looks like it's only going to be one
solid piece.
Yeah, one solid piece, and then you get another headpiece where the mask goes up, even though that mask didn't go up. But it's okay; they do their own universe. But this got a hotbed of fucking comments from you guys, so we really appreciate you trying to engage and give your side of what you feel these figures are producing. I believe we had a poll, and I think nobody wanted this figure, so we'll see. I know it'll be bought. I know it'll be fucking scalped. I believe it already went up for sale already. I haven't seen if it sold out or anything yet, though. So
it's because everyone wants Mezco to have cloth, so that's why they're like, you know what? No.
I mean,
you can't have cloth,
but that's got light up.
No, exactly. That's the idea.
Some cool stuff. So as you guys know, we always try to connect with our buddies over here on Extreme Sets, Joe. So I went ahead and made him this really cool video here. You guys can check this out on our page. You guys can check this out on Joe's page. Just trying to connect the community together. We're trying to feature you guys, but in a different kind of way. I'm doing this thing kind of now where I'm incorporating some of the Wordle things and some graphics and music and trying to feature you guys just a little bit more, you know, changing the idea, kind of messing around. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. This week we had a grid video where I featured Zyrozy_legend. I probably brutalized your name.
I think you're glitching out because of the video playing.
Yeah,
could be.
Can't handle it.
Can't handle the video. So we also featured K10H My. We also featured IVANTOT_PF. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. We also featured TMNT Toy Photography. We featured Terry Prayoga. We featured BC Kawaii. We featured Rebel Jawa and Toy Arc and French Toy Love and Madness in a Purple Suit. So hopefully you guys still enjoy our grids. 2 people commented. We appreciate that. Keep it coming. We want to let you guys feature. I did a feature of Don Photography of his very cool Joker shot of the Jack Nicholson Hot Toys. We also had a interesting debate about this SH Figuarts Luke Skywalker, where apparently Big Bad Toy Store thinks they can sell this figure for $114. What do you guys feel about that? Lenses.
No.
No.
Well fucking said. I was holding back.
So I guess that you can order it on, you know, Ami or whatever for less expensive, but I don't know. Big Bad, they want your money on this one. They fucking.
This is 112.
This is the SH Figuarts. Yes.
So it's even smaller.
Yes. Super small. You're getting a little tiny figure for $114 minus the shipping that they're going to charge you for it as well.
But look at it though, guys. If you're a huge Star Wars fan, this is the.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, but
Dude,
nobody liked this movie though.
I don't know. I can't say that kind of shit because there's Star Wars fans out there that would fucking pay this shit and more for it. You know.
Right, but there's people that are
demystified.
There's people that are demystified by the movie now, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, can you put a price tag on this kind of shit, Star Wars stuff? This is going to be the most realistic Luke Skywalker old man figure that there is at that point.
Right.
So what do you do?
Tough to say.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, dude, everything's going up. It's
but Willis wants to know. What you talking about, Bandai?
Everything's going up, boys.
Everything's getting expensive. Also, do these rocks rock? Do you guys think these rocks rock?
Yeah.
Eric, you buying these rocks?
I am not buying these rocks.
SH Figure Arts Bandai Tamashii Effects rocks. There's a beige and a gray set.
I mean,
I do understand why they're necessary,
Dave.
actually.
It's for me. It's not necessary. Just fucking make them.
Let's go outside.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. If you're skilled,
Max doesn't want to go outside.
These are resin, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's holes in them, so you can peg the figures into the.
I mean,
rocks.
they're only $44 too. It's not like they're $100 right now.
Right, they're $25 for some seemingly free rocks.
And I mean,
that you can pay.
they have all the connections for stands. They have all the fucking. They're easy to lift. You know, they're not actually real rocks, so you can use them for shit.
Eric said they're easy to lift.
Like they're not. You can't do that with real rocks. Put them on a stand. You know what I mean? They're gonna fall.
You gotta hit the gym, bro.
You could just drill a hole into the rock.
Super weak. I guess.
He's like,
they're super easy to lift.
Real rocks.
That's what I like about these toys, man. Is that I'm not pumping. You know, like I'm not fucking straining myself on this shit.
He just straight up was like, these fucking rocks stay to my arms.
You know what? My tennis elbow doesn't flare up after these, you know?
My tennis elbow. Oh, my tendonitis.
He has to take a break after 20 minutes of trying to set it up.
He's like,
I gotta go to physio fucking once a month, you know?
Yeah. He's like, I liked these when I first got them, but after all this verklempt in my arm, I just can't handle picking up these rocks over and over again for the toy photography. Sorry, Eric. Your life seems arduous. He said, moving on. Oh, we're sticking on this for another half an hour.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Okay, do these rocks rock. No. Another thing that we wanted to get into... Shut up, yous. Another thing that we really wanted to dive into is we want to have a segment that is, like I said, incorporated on the Instagram account and also incorporated on the podcast. We all do figures and customs, and we're just using a very catchy term, hack slash, yes. It doesn't have to say or be exactly what it is, but we're telling you exactly what it is. So if you listen, you pay attention. This is not only something that we want for ourselves, but we want to feature you guys. You do not have to use ATA hack slash. It'll just make it easier for us to see what you guys are doing. Dave, tell us a little bit more about this.
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, we're gonna be looking out for all your guys, like, you know, customs and kit bashes and dials, whatever the hell you guys are doing. I mean, whether you hashtag it or not, like I said, we're gonna be keeping an eye out for it. But yeah, that's the sole idea of this. It's a quick segment that kind of gives you guys the chance to, you know, show everything that you're working on. Like I said, those customs, kit bashes, whatever, dials, like any project that you got going on, you know. So. It's just, it's a good chance for you guys to show us what you got going on. It kind of expands everyone's horizons a little bit more. And, we're obviously looking at showing you guys a little bit more, you know what I mean? Incorporating you guys into the whole show a little bit more, right? So
we'll feature the dial makers, the customizers. You can then, you know what, Dave and Lenz, you guys are on the custom dial games as well as all of us too. You know, them break it down and, you know, see what they're using, maybe discuss how you would have done it perhaps, and so on and so forth. You know, some good conversation about the hobby we're all in.
What kind of materials, you know, how long it might have taken, you know, any of that kind of stuff, any of the details,
get your materials
you know.
from.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nick, why don't you open us up to some things that you are working on? So this would be technically our first hack and slash. Open us up.
Oh, shit.
Open us up, baby.
I have been building the apartment from Pulp Fiction for a few months now. Just bits by bits. It all started with the Dio piece that came with Jules Winfield. And it's just a little section of Brett's apartment from the beginning and also, I guess, the middle of the movie, too, because they go back to it. But I added on to a little front door to that little piece, and then from there on, I just built more walls, and I kept checking screenshots of the movies, and I ended up building a kitchen.
Brilliant. So you got color likeness down and everything for like the wallpaper and all that shit. Like
yeah, I was like mixing colors, trying to get that perfect shade of that it's like I don't know, kind of like a shitty.
It's like a fucking
pastel,
shit
kind of
green. Fucking green.
Yeah.
It's definitely on Eric. If you guys are into South Park, it's definitely on Eric Cartman's fucking poo swatch card for sure.
That shade of green.
It's it's the net. He would have a different food that he knew he could eat in order to incorporate that color.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's definitely P.F. Chang's. We'll give you this color green.
Well,
for me, it's Superman ice cream.
Good. That is good. Okay.
It is
but
good.
yeah, so oh fuck. Lens was discussing his
He was
diorama.
talking about some shit.
Yeah. Back to the Pulp Fiction dio. I built the kitchen part. I got a bunch of I got a kitchen pack from Hobby Lobby. I think they had a coupon that I got a pretty decent amount of percentage off it one day. So I got that kitchen pack, and I ended up making like a kitchen counter out of cardboard and stuff. But I could take some pictures and we could show it on the next podcast for sure.
That sounds great. Yeah, we could also, like I said, if you guys can send me these videos or whatever, they can not only be incorporated here, but maybe a future idea that I might want to kickstart in a little bit as well.
We already have the hack and slash DM full of content ready to go as well.
It's full, baby. Ooh, it's so full.
Ready to rock.
So full. All right,
you could even went there.
Dave, what are you currently working on? What are you doing? What are you hacking and slashing?
Yeah, guys. I mean, lately I haven't been playing around with as much kit bashing or toy customs or anything like that. It's been more about the dios. I've been trying to get some good setups and stuff like that. So if you guys haven't checked out my story today, do so, because I put together a little DIY kind of extreme sets deal. Honestly, all I did was I took some Bristol board and I took some printouts and I put together a cool little open elevator kind of hallway look kind of deal. So, I mean, and the best part about the whole thing is that I gave myself options. So essentially I printed off just some Google like textures in Google Images kind of thing, and found some cool like wallpaper kind of looking stuff, and printed off a whole bunch of copies of those on legal size. So I got like a good length, and then cut those out and printed off a cool, very straight-on look of an elevator door, a double elevator door rather. And then what I did was I just cut that out and then put the wallpaper stuff all around it on some Bristol board. And then actually I gave myself the option, so I cut out one of the elevator doors nice and seamlessly. And then I also had a printout of an open elevator image. So I cut that out, put it on a backing, and prop that up in the background, and it actually looks pretty fucking awesome in terms of like, it literally looks like you're looking inside an elevator. The angle that I have it at, the lighting on it, it's pretty sweet.
So you pretty much DIY hack and slashed your own extreme sets.
And legit dudes, like it's like it looks pretty spot on. Like I've already had like a bunch of DMs guys being like, this is like
photos.
I've had people say that like they wanted to literally cancel their fucking orders of some of the no offense to extreme sets, but like, I mean, it was just so easy, guys. Like, honestly, that took 20 minutes.
Dude, a lot of people don't have the skill and don't have the foresight to do that kind of shit. What you're doing is awesome, bro.
This is dollar store material. Like, it was so piece of cake, guys. Honestly. But yeah, that's...
Dave, I seen what you did, and the results look incredible, dude.
Well, you guys, I mean, again, anybody checking out the story, I mean, that's detail enough for you. But I got a couple shots coming up that I took tonight that you guys will see coming up next week. So, yeah.
Dude. Hats off to you, bro. That was cool. So nice,
professional quality, bro. Seriously.
Thanks, dudes. I appreciate it.
Cool. Cool.
Anybody
That's
else got
all we
anything
do.
going
We
on?
spread.
Eric.
We're just spreading the format here of what we're doing, what you guys are working on. I have next project I need to do is I got the Chuck Norris head, as I told you guys, from Glassman Customs. It fits on the articulated icons. I need to paint that up. I have had all these sushi rollers for a while. I was gonna go really elaborate on making some fucking. Why can I never remember the name of these fucking things?
Blinds?
That's it!
Blinds.
I don't know, I can't remember the name.
Wow.
Blinds!
He wants to make blinds out of sushi roll mats that are made out of fucking bamboo and shit, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
It's not going to be close-up shots of it or anything, but as I've told you guys, like way back in the day, I buy what is technically they're for scrapbooking. They're like pages. You get 2 of them that are exact same, and they basically look like wallpaper. And all you have to do is basically what these guys were already doing as well. And it's just taking 2 of them, meshing it together. Then you have to cut out for the windows, and then I'll be hanging those on there, and then I'll have shit arranged around it or whatever. So just a very easy ghetto. Like I said, I had a couple ideas of how to do blinds. Fucking English language. We have like 15 fucking words for blinds. God damn us. I know. Fuck us. Shades. And exactly, we have 5,000 definition for shades as well. We're so lazy. We call everything the same thing.
Yeah,
not curtains, though. I don't want you to get twisted.
No.
I don't want you to get twisted with like
I was going to say, curtains got a couple different meanings too, boys.
Claytons, exactly.
Some
Lacy,
fucking meat curtains.
lofty curtains.
Oh, Eric, show me your meat curtains, Eric.
Show me your fucking...
Show me.
Show me your fucking meat curtains, Eric.
Curtains.
Shut up. I feel like it's the Three Stooges telling out here. Yeah, I mean, I'm just slowly trying to get back into it. I still don't have all of my mess cleaned up. I know I got a lot of DMs from you guys about that I have a mess to deal with, and a lot of you were in the same boat as I am, so I'm glad you guys are in the same boat as I am. So
that was a sty, dude.
I got a lot of shit, dude.
We're gonna call hoarders on you, bro.
You have no idea.
No,
Seriously.
throw that out.
They
I
can't
was like,
take
how does
my
he work in
toys.
that shit?
You can't take time. That's why I wasn't working. That's why I was just like, I'm gonna wrap it up for a little bit, guys. And
Okay.
I did. So I did crank out a couple shots, as you guys will see later in the week. Eric, you want to wrap this up? What are you either working on, or what would you like to be working on?
You know what? I don't really have any plans for dials. I don't know about you
I
guys.
just plan on
but
taking dope shots, guys.
I don't know about you guys.
I'm
but
so good. I don't need your ideas.
as far as dials go, it's just like all of a sudden I'll have an idea and make it.
Well, it's because generally
yeah.
I'm seeing that you have like a photo idea, and you need like either a fucking ground piece for it, or like a you know what I mean, like a rooftop or whatever, you know.
And I'll make little pieces of dials, and they end up just being in pieces that end up in more like bigger setups even.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know, like I saw your rooftop dial, Dave, that you made a little bit ago, and that inspired me to make that ground piece I made. And
I know, man. Yeah.
I might want to try to expand on the ground pieces idea and like incorporate levels of like just like boulders and shit, and like just heavier terrain and more detailed terrain maybe.
I'm sure you and Dana are going to be hopping on this little DIY extreme sets thing that I just did too.
Absolutely.
So.
You know what? I said that to Dana too. I'm like, we could go get some foam board and print out our own pieces and try that too. But like you were saying though, Dave, you were printing that on a large printer.
It's not.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Was it large format paper, Dave?
I mean, yeah, I was using legal size for that. Like that's, you know.
That's not the typical like 8x11 or whatever.
No, it's 8x14 or 15 or something like that. 14,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. What are you doing here, Doom?
Sorry, guys. My roommate came in the room and he wanted to fucking check out the podcast. So yeah, you guys got some fucking stupid toy podcast going on here. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, pass me the weed. Like, you actually sit here and talk to these fucking assholes like for like 4 fucking hours. This is fucking stupid.
Yeah, we were saying. I mean, we're just trying to podcast, dude.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are just touching wieners. Okay? I don't sit around touching wieners. I just like to get high. Like, this guy is, like, taking this shit seriously and stuff. Like, fuck.
Oh, we don't have a fucking cameras on, so you can't even tell if we're touching our wieners or not.
Yeah, I seen you
I
guys
am
older
actually.
shows. I know what the fuck you look like. You're Shock Man. Ooh, big Shock Man. Ooh, yeah, we're shocked. We're shocked by you, Shock Man. Okay? You know, freaking deal, okay? You slap some Punisher
Yeah, what you
shots
got?
around, you know what I mean? You're
The
awesome.
fuck you got? The fuck you got?
Ooh, so cool.
Two-tone fucking eyeshadow
Dude,
bullshit.
shut the fuck up. These are my friends, man. Like, show some respect.
Excuse me. Are you shopping at Baby Gap for those?
Yeah.
You know
I don't
what?
think
This
guy.
shit was on clearance, okay? I ain't got all the monies in the world, so,
Guy's a dick, dude.
just ease up. Like, I had to,
Dude,
move
your
in
buddy-
with this, I had to move into the alley with this fucking mook over here, okay?
Dude, your
Okay?
buddy's a dickhead. You might want to get him off the podcast.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a dickhead.
dude, come on, dude.
What's a mook?
fucking- A mook? You never heard of a fucking mook before? Jesus. These fucking mooks over here don't even know what a fucking mook is. And you want to mook it up with the mooks? Have your fucking
Define
party. I'm
mook.
out of here. You guys have take
Define
this shit.
it.
Get the fuck out of here already, all right? Jesus, I'm sorry
Oh,
about that,
what the hell?
guys.
Who was that guy?
That's my
What
new
was that guy's name?
roommate. I'm sorry.
What was that guy's name?
Jeez, man, scraping the bottom of the barrel for roommates these days.
Yo,
Fuck,
man. Dude, we're forgetting that Doom lives in the fucking box.
You know, his name
That
is
was just-
Jimmy. I call him Jimmy the Gimme, fucking, because he's always trying to get all my fucking weed all the time. So yeah. Fucking do your shit, man. Like, get the fuck out of here already. Sorry about that, guys.
Come
We can.
on, Jimmy.
He's a
I'll go ahead.
moocher.
I'll turn my
That
camera
guy.
back off. Fucking, he hit the button. Fucking, I was just trying to like talk to you guys and engage with you, but this fucking
I don't know,
asshole had
man.
to fucking come in. Sorry about that, guys.
That asshole ever comes back, dude.
He might.
That's
I
fucking-
mean, he's living here, so that's all I'm saying. Like,
Uh-oh.
He's a fucking
so
prick, bro.
What are
I
we
can't
doing
show
you
now?
guys know on Instagram. Dialing up no That's right, everybody. It is time. We talked
That is
about
fucking heavy.
It's super heavy.
That is heavy.
It's like Heavy D and the Boys, bro.
Good on.
That was so dope.
I love that you.
My neck is hurting from how hard I was just rocking
Were
it.
you rocking it?
Dude, I was fist pumping weeks on Instagram.
It's not bad, right?
My hair, if my hair was just a little bit longer, holy fuck.
Yeah, if I had hair in my neck, it'd stand up right now, buddy.
Oh my god, if
Oh.
I had feelings, my feelings would show up and be like, you're a fucking idiot, dude.
Guys, my dick just went from 6 to midnight. That was
I tried to play it before and it didn't really work out.
Went from dinner to lunch.
dinner to lunch.
Chomp, 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 chomp. So, as
right,
you
what-
guys know, we go on our individual Instagram accounts. This is E7IK_plays. Why don't you tell us about this amazing, spectacular photo?
All right, so now we're on Weethka on Instagram. So,
Next
guys,
shot.
Hi.
Next shot.
Next.
What the living fuck just happened?
Oh no, I can't go back either.
It's all good. Oh,
Next.
dude, you're going. How many weeks back is this? I don't even know what you're doing.
I don't even
here,
know.
But he's just like, whatever.
That's
fuck
it.
You
We're
know,
gonna talk about
this
this photo
photo.
because it's hype.
All right.
Oops, what happened there? Let's just start clicking buttons.
Now we're looking at
That was
Doom's,
some girls.
homepage.
Doom safe.
Girls. Anyway, so this is some shot.
So we are looking. I don't know. How do you want to do this? Do you want me to talk about my picture? Maybe we should talk about each other's pictures. How about that?
All right. Well, these
That's what I
are
think,
the
dude.
McFarlane toy. Oh no, this is Acid Rain actually.
Yes.
So this is Eric's amazing Acid Rain figures, where it looks like he's used a lot of his ground pieces that he's acquired. Those are obviously some real trees that he has put in there. I'm guessing it's a printout background.
Absolutely.
He's got some talc. Maybe is that all real talc or is that fucking...
Right after this, I took a big, deep breath in.
Oh, let me get that in my
It's
lungs.
Is it
Yeah.
actually though in this photo?
Yeah,
This one-
Dave just dots his shit for like 25 minutes.
This one? No, I don't anymore.
Dude,
I don't
gave up.
anymore. Stop it. Those are the urge me. I'm trying to move on. Sorry, that was your
this is
inner child screaming
absolutely
out.
fucking. This is me layering up, superimposing like a few shots of dropping baby powder, yo.
Okay.
Yo,
Wow.
Yeah. All the same
you drop
shot,
it
just
like
different
it's
spots.
You drop it like it's room temperature.
And I like the idea of baby spruce trees like that with these acid.
Speech trees.
Cause like they're small, they're small too. They look big, but they're small.
They're small and they're small.
They're small.
And fuck
They're
you.
small
Like that's
too, man.
that's how small
Babies.
spruce
They gotta
trees
share the
look.
small love together.
They gotta be so small.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking super baked right now too. So
Should be. I'm
It's hard
smoking
to
more
tell
too.
where your the printout and the dio ends, man, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So-
Next.
Yep. Ooh.
So we got
Okay.
some more acid rain here. Looks like I believe that's it's either is that the fucking Diamond Select
That's what I was
Deadpool
thinking.
base?
It
Or the-
is the Deadpool.
It is.
It is
It's
the
the
Deadpool, base.
absolutely.
So again, he's using a 1/10 scale base to go with his acid rain, which makes it look like it's quite
Mhm.
larger. And
Yeah,
this is
looks like it's a
very
blown up building.
this is so simple in terms of concept and setting up, but it's
Yep.
Yep.
difficult when you get into a situation where you're in your own bedroom taking the shot and it looks like the shit that people are doing outdoors with blowing and wind and adding
It's really nice and
layers to
contained.
them too, you know.
Yeah, man. You excel at that, dude.
He's an
Thanks,
exceller.
man. And you know what? It's just really fucking high shutter speeds, capturing nice little particles. It looks like it's blowing snow or even just, fucking like toxic like particles because it's all fucking bombed out and shit.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
dust.
it also kind of looks like they just ran up to that spot, so it's all kicked out and stuff.
It was actually kind of. I was like, how the fuck do I get the guy at the edge of the wall and the other guy to look like he's peeking around him too? Even
Oh, that
Yeah,
guy.
no,
And
that's
it's-
perfect, man.
it's kind of hard. Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck would they be doing? So I don't know.
that looks pretty tactically accurate.
Right? I was like, fuck. Opposed from like the
Generally.
other guy like looking over the other side.
Right.
But,
Yeah. Generally, they're not going to lean right up against the wall for the noise factor. They're going to try and stay a little bit away from it, but otherwise, that's pretty fucking spot on.
yeah.
But
So,
that's
thanks.
the whole thing is like simple. I like the whole,
Yeah.
showing people that it's not about doing super complicated. It's about doing it right. It's about taking the time
It's-
and
A huge portion of it, guys, is the photography aspect, not the
Yeah.
fucking
Absolutely,
toys.
dude.
Nothing else besides that. Like Doom said, super simple. I
Yeah.
slammed this guy against the wall and stood this guy there and just blew some particulate. But it's the lighting, it's the angle, it's the particulate, it's the context
right.
too,
Mhm.
right?
It's color matching.
I thought
too.
that, man. I thought that for an Eric Plays photo. I was like, this is simple, but this is fucking
Right.
dope.
And that's why
I
we
mean-
tell you guys it's going to work out better for you if you print out these, because
Yep.
if this was
Yep.
on a screen, it would work technically because it's blue on blue. But if you want to do things that aren't blue, I highly recommend if you don't know how to color correct them in Photoshop.
That's one of my newer large format printouts too, guys. So I guess
Mhm.
that's something new for the hack and slash.
There you go.
Get exploded.
Yeah, and you know what? Just like you guys kind of bugged me, but I was like, I never shoot toys twice. So lately,
I've noticed
I'm like,
that, Eric.
I'm bringing back toys. I'm trying to do a little more with the toys for this
Smart.
Yeah.
post. So
Yeah.
here's almost like a little continuation, I guess you could say, like another point in their journey. This guy's getting blown up by some Tamashi effects in the middle of like an open field they're running through. Again, just really fucking blowing some particulate in the highs shutter speed to get some action.
What are you blowing here?
This is again
Some
baby
guy.
powder.
You didn't pick up on that one.
Who are you blowing here?
He was answering your question all professionally too.
All seriously, yeah.
And I was like, he was
Favorite
blowing him.
Blowing my load here.
Did you get my joke? Did you get it?
I'm fucking blowing my load.
Those
here.
aren't
This is a
Tamashi-
Fantastic photo.
Those aren't Tamashi explosions. Those are jizz bombs.
Nice. He just dropped it like it was room temperature.
Just fucking
Homemade.
I came over and I just dropped a whole bunch of jizz bombs on Eric's photo.
You know what though?
And it's
Again,
hot too because your jizz bombs are warm.
Yeah, and they just fucking molt. They stay in place. That's it.
I don't know about you guys, but once in a while, throwing a nice high shutter speed couple shots in there is nice, you know?
Yeah.
It kind of gets you with the other crowd. They're all doing that shit too, and they like that shit. That every single shot's explosions, though. But you know, once in a while, you get to tap into that kind of style, and it keeps your range wide. It keeps, you know, keeps switching it up. You know, switching
range.
lenses. You know. I love it. All part of different photography and applications towards toys. So
how many lights do you usually have going at once, Eric, on your photos?
Like 6, 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, more like spotlights that are
just probably like 3 lamps and like several handhelds.
Okay.
Going on at the same time.
Okay.
And that's other things that too we could be filming this too and playing this as well. So.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could kind of fucking document what we do during the week and show it, but it's up to you guys. That's what. But as far as this goes, yeah, I completely forget what we're talking about.
Hype McBall stacks. That's what we were talking about.
We were talking about your explosions on them. And stuff
the lights and shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the lights. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll even dude. It's all about superimposing multiple pics too, if you need to.
Yeah.
You get the right lighting in one picture on something, but you get the best lighting on something other part of the picture.
Yeah.
And it's not that way in the next pic, but you can just blend the two together, and I don't know. That's what I do a lot, and you get optimum lighting that way. You know.
The advantages of using a tripod.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, you're getting
It's like my number one figure is gonna keep getting shot in 2018 now, you guys.
So. I fucking busted out my number 1 for 2017 figure, along with the Extreme Set Subway. Just had a nice, simple as fuck portrait style, just focusing on showcasing the figure.
And just now, Lenz wanted it. He didn't never wanted it before, but now he does in the clutch moments.
I had to see all your hype ass photos to sell me on it.
Yeah.
So the latest news I hear is that they will be telling people, and this is Articulated Icons we're talking about, will be doing a Fwoosh week plus the emails, and it's going to be telling who won their contest, plus I believe they said announcing that the store will be opening, and I'm not sure if that means old figures you'll be able to rebuy, or if that means they're gonna have new figures, but I'm guessing that it's allowing you to re-get maybe anything, because really all we got when they opened the store up was figures that actually they had left over, like maybe the shipping came back to them, or they didn't have as many broken issues as they thought, so then that's where they went and they sold those on the secondary market. But my problem is, when we saw the new prices were more expensive. Are they going to be doing that again, or are they going to go back to that original price? Like, now they know what people are willing to pay for that shit. Do you think they're gonna make a few bucks on it?
I can't see him doing that, dude.
You can't see him making money?
Well, they already upped it. What would be the reasoning for upping it again? Like, I understand they're upping the second time because it's like, they're opening up again. They're working, but I don't know.
They bought those.
What are you gonna do? The fourth time it goes up again.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like at that point it's just greedy.
Right. It's tough to say. I mean, because maybe
they might not sell.
Well, again, maybe they didn't make. Maybe it ended up costing them too much money, and they didn't, make enough. Like, I don't know. I'm not into the portion of that. Like, does somebody make money with this, even though technically? Like, I told them all they had to do was keep some of the figures and scalp them on eBay, and they were like, we wouldn't do that. I'm like, you should.
Well, if you're talking about like having runoff and shit from a factory production run,
right?
They're always going to produce more.
Right.
There's always going to be runoff. It's not like they're going to not produce figures if they have resin to do so and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's definitely going to be always overflow, always runoff from the line. And hopefully they open up to even different characters this time. They did it for the fucking ninjas and samurais mostly.
Well, because that was always the original rumor, is that when they come back, it was going to be basically these figures, but they were all going to be all swapped and maybe like a few new things, but that we weren't going to be able to get, any more of like the evil sensei, but it would be a new dude,
It wouldn't be new dudes, I don't think, dude. They're gonna have a new Kickstarter
Not
for that
new,
kind of shit.
but it would be swapped. You know what I
Right.
mean? They would be like I said, the evil sensei would have some other dude's head on it, and then that head
maybe
would go
couple different colors.
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
That's what it sounded like they were gonna do, but maybe they know that this line was just so successful, and they get emails still from people saying that they want more figures.
Like, I would love this dude all gray.
Right.
This solitaire modern ninja. I would love like a gray version.
So if they open up the market again, how many people are gonna buy this figure then?
Dude, hopefully people can, because I jumped on it. This is my second one. This is my second solitaire.
Man. I'm sold. Yeah.
Dude, I swapped the head. This is even like some custom swapping around too. On
with the goggles.
Articulated, and the hood and shit, and the head.
Swap cities.
Super dope. Thanks, guys, for looking at my
extreme
stuff.
set subway in the background. Just again, easy shot, nice lighting, fucking nice posing, super dope stacks. Continuing the saga.
And just continuing and just dropping some fucking action in there with it.
Yeah, man, these are fucking awesome. I love the way you filled up the photo here.
Thanks so much, Dave. Appreciate it. If you guys,
it's all like I said, all the lines are connecting.
Yeah.
If you guys notice, I have 3 envelopes.
Yes, you do. It's Super Mail Day going on.
It's Super Mail Day.
There's
mail.
How dare you steal my mail?
You know what?
No, just saying, fill that negative space up. Anything to add more, just a little more flair to your photo.
Right.
I even could have pulled the solitaire figure forward more and had it more in the middle, even. And you know what? After the fact, I see so much shit I would rather have done.
See, guys, and that's one of the things that I wanted to discuss with you guys as well. Recently, what I actually have been doing is a technique where I'm almost redoing every one of my shots. I'm going through the whole process, and I'm saying to myself, it's almost like a trigger mechanism I'm doing with myself. Like, I'm shooting it, I'm going through the process of being like, this is done, and I look at it and I'm like, okay, now it's time to do it again. And the second fucking version is stupid better always. And it's like,
always, guys. I always, if I'm not super happy with it, you know what? Like, I was happy with this. I was really satisfied with this.
Right.
But even still, I could have done more after the fact. You know,
but you notice it after. Sometimes you post, right? Sometimes you're just like, okay, yeah, that's good, and then you post, and you're like, you know what? Fuck.
But I mean, you know what, guys? I fucking
eats away at you.
Right.
Yeah, and I really tried to showcase the can of beams effects here too. I don't know if you guys are familiar with can of beams. He makes all those effects, just like the
little
Chucky, just like Chucky was. Yeah,
we're looking at basically one of Eric's photos where it is the solitaire figure that has come into some. These are Shield, the recent Shield bucks, and he's put the articulated icons heads on them to make them look like they could be mercs or whatever. But he's got the Extreme Sets Dio in there. He's got one of the WWE newspaper stands in the corner over there. He's got again his signature mail, and he's showcasing, as he was saying, the Can of Beams blood effects. There's 2 on one of the figures. I believe that's a NECA blast for the machine gun in his hand.
Nice.
And then the which is from the Alien figures. And then he has blood coming out of one of the other Shield figures as well. And then I believe that is the Chameleon's head on one of them bleeding out on the floor behind him.
No, that's just the white. That's just the white ninja.
Oh, okay, that's the white ninja.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what I thought could use this Extreme Sets could have used I like to put that the paper dispenser there, but I also would like Lens's phone booth to be like a stand-in in front of those phone booths.
Yeah, man.
That
just
give
like
that
he did.
3-dimensional shit.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that would be nice. But thanks so much again, guys. Just showing off more articulated icons, trying to do more instead of just one shot and drop.
Right.
Nice. That's all good, man.
Especially if you put a lot of work into the setup, you might as well do a couple angles, change it up.
You know what? I do try
Make
to
like a scene out of it. You know what I mean? Make like a fucking movie. I think that's what what we're all kind of doing.
Tell us a story, bro.
Yeah, exactly. To some degree, right? We're all kind of telling a story. So sometimes it's cool to have like little
Spin
series.
the on.
I like to try to use different photography tactics in the separate posts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'll post two shots of one figure, but the second shot is with a completely different lens, even.
Yeah.
And it's just a completely different shot. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This one you'll see I dropped 2 of this Leatherface figure here from NECA. This is the Mego, the new Chainsaw Massacre 3 figure we're looking at. And you'll see the second shot, Doom, if you want to go to it, is just the same setup, different angle, different settings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
much
man.
different settings. You know what I mean? I'm changing
Got
up
a different tone entirely. Yeah.
Get to see more of the back wall there. Couldn't see that before.
The lighting.
Just completely changing
So
the
this is
fucking
a
f-stop.
custom. This is a custom dio that Eric has featured before, where it has the window to the left, and there is a kind of fireplace brick wall behind him, and that's basically what he's saying here is exploring, not just. I mean, we want to get more, and that's one thing that we want to discuss on here as well is that take your time, and this is more the process of taking your time, but still being engaging on Instagram because we all want to kind of still.
Yeah,
be
dude,
posting.
I try to post daily.
Right.
If not set every other day.
Yeah. Same.
And this is a good way, as we're saying, to try to make it feel like you're doing almost a series, but not, you're approaching it in different ways. And this is one of the things I said too, is if you could maybe like one of the versions, but then when you redo it, that's when you could, really make it kind of sell. Or maybe you do all of these photos and then you pick, maybe you could redo that. It's all up to you and how much time and effort you want to put into all this. And it's tough,
Dude, and you know what? It's what you like to a degree too, man. I mean, not everyone, I don't know. Not everyone gives a shit that much,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some people don't give a fuck. They just want to show you their dope figure because they're mostly collectors and shit too,
But
right?
this is teaching people to,
But
that
if you're
you can stretch
it.
it.
If you're in the category of doing toy art, though, that's when it gets a little different.
Yeah.
And I mean, absolutely.
That's when there's a little bit more thought and love put into the fucking photo. You know what I mean?
Different type of appreciation.
This setting and these photos here came together over several hours. You know what I mean? On the weekend, kind of thing. I was like, this almost was only a black background, even. And I was like, no, I'll add this. Then I was like, no, I'll add this bit more. I'm like, oh, you know what? You could use some smoke coming out of that chainsaw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, you know what? I could put a yellow light on the fucking right side and get her lit up a bit more and make it a little fucking even more scary and realistic too.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just, that's how it comes together organically and just, I don't know, it's just fun shit, man. Especially when it's with dope cameras and figures. It's not hard too,
I'm hired.
You just start small and evolves, man.
It just
easy lights to manipulate. It's like, it's easy to set that shit up, man.
Oh, dude,
trial and error.
Dude, I'll turn off all the lights too, and be like, okay, I'll turn one on. I'm like, oh, okay, it does that.
Yeah,
I'll turn that off and turn the
I
next
start.
one on.
That's exactly how I start every time. It's always just one good overhead, and I'm like, okay, that's what that does. Maybe move it a little bit. Maybe
Okay. Okay, it's dark on dark. Okay, now I know I need a silhouette on his backside to give it an outline. You know what I mean?
It's because we're trying to put the thought into making it look as realistic as possible. So if we're inside of a building, it's like, okay, there might be an overhead lamp right here, or there might be some backlight right here, or if he's on top of a building, maybe it's like some light coming from down, from underneath him kind of thing.
But again,
looking
always
up
shoot
your
stuff like it's a fucking movie, though. In movies, things are lit,
Lit dramatic.
Exactly. So in this, for example, maybe the bottom right corner was dark, so I grabbed a handheld and lit it up for this pot, just for the viewer's sake.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Maybe not even, why is it all lit up? I can see everything. It's like, you know what? Because it's a picture of this.
Because it's fucking dope, McBallstacks, and I made it.
Yeah, it's not just a movie still where it's like, dude, if you pause many movies, they're garbage,
Yeah.
There's nothing going on, so...
And it's
But
also featuring Eric's awesome fucking floor dio there that he carved up himself.
Mhm.
Wow, dude.
Hacked and
For
slashed
sure.
it.
For
See,
sure.
there's a
Guys,
hack right there, and there's a slash right there.
I literally used a fucking pet combing like brush.
Yep.
And dragged it along the foam to get those like lines in the wood like
Perfect.
that. Yeah.
I'm actually making one right now. That's I'm gonna try and use that technique, bro.
Dude, absolutely. Do her up, bro. But thanks a lot. I mean, you guys show me my love. Thanks so much, boys.
Oh, this
El Duce. It's El Duce. It looks like he's taking a shit.
Okay, first of all,
He's about to drop a hot load. He's like, suck on this. I'll get to the chopper.
No, he's trying to unstick his balls from the side of his legs. That's what's happening.
What it is. Oh, you gotta love that shake and that shimmy, the shake you gotta do.
Yeah. Dude, he's in the jungle, man. He's got some fucking.
He gets jungle balls.
Exactly, bro.
Dude, check out that fucking f-stop though.
Yeah.
Check out that f-stop.
It's picking up.
Where you shooting at?
And look what you what you put right in the f-stop line. You put some props in there. Dude, I love how the lighting came out on this because
perfect.
That's a printout back there, and it's just blown up with light to make it look like it's real.
Right.
Of course it is.
There's a moon, you know.
Get the backlighting.
So pristine, man.
Wow. Like I'm.
Oh my god, you guys.
He's mesmerized by his own photo here.
Dude,
wow.
He barely likes the shit, so you should be impressed.
I do actually like this, guys, because you know what? Knowing that you guys like this kind of shit too gets me like to keep going and shit.
Eric doesn't scale like his homepage to check out other people's photos. He's going through his own.
He's like,
I do.
Shoot vinyl toys and Glykos, but you guys don't like that shit, so I gotta shoot Dutch and then make you guys happy, and then it makes me happy. I have
no idea what you
all
guys
of his
do.
saves, all of his saves are his own photos.
Yeah.
All of his saves are his own photos.
That's why we stopped the segment, bro. It got embarrassing for him.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh my god. But,
this is sick, Eric. This is really good.
You guys know I love you all fucking so much. And
No,
I have mad respect for all your toy photography. I look forward to... Dude, I feel like it's like little like camaraderie, like little like test each other's mettle when it comes to toy photography in a way. Like, dude, you come out with something fucking super dope. I'm like, oh, now I gotta drop fire now.
Well, that's exactly it.
I gotta outdo like the best I seen or try to do that, you know. But thanks so much, guys. I love you guys. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator, by the way.
One of your best, bro.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, I didn't like this photo yet. This is amazing.
Me neither. Oops.
Oops.
Yeah, so this is me fucking swapping clothes around. See Jessam clothes, Vortex Toys on
I had this figure for a couple days.
The Miles Morales Spider-Man from Mezco we're looking at here, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what is he on right here? What is he on?
He's on some fucking good dope.
That's the extreme sets.
That's what I thought. It looks dope.
Yeah. I couldn't show the water tower really because I lost the top. I don't know where the fuck it is.
Nice. I had the same situation when
Is that the Daredevil dial piece in the back?
Select Daredevil in the background.
And then to the left is that like the Gotham?
Punisher? Is that the Punisher one?
It's the Gotham fucking...
because it's not beat up. The Punisher
one's
blown out like a fucking poos.
All bent out of shape.
What an asshole.
But I've seen so many cool images of Miles Morales with a hoodie on and jacket on and shit.
Yeah.
That I was like, man, I got clothes around here. I could probably do something.
Well, I think it's fucked up too that everybody complains about this isn't the ultimately articulated because it's Spider-Man. It's
they fucked up.
Just this figure, you feel like they did?
Dude, they fucked up on his feet. Spider-Man's feet are essential to be hyper articulate, even with toe edge and shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is then do different shots with this photo.
Well,
like
that's
this,
the thing,
you know?
but it totally limits you to fucking having to deal with it. These are for some reason on ball joints, guys. Mm-hmm. So it's just a 360 axis, anything you want it to do, but barely in any way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't angle him out. You can't put him you can't have him crawling up a wall on his
He has to go down on one knee like this. He can't stand up. He can't perch himself up like a fucking all dope on 2 feet. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a waste.
That's all right.
But you do shit like this, that you get some results. I mean, Steve Jessam's shit is so dope. You just put it up like it's, and it makes the pick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Super
man.
picky.
That's the fucking Punisher jacket.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet. Okay.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and that's the fucking, and that is also the Ranger Anonymous hoodie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the talcum
Yeah.
powder?
Thanks, guys. But that's my shit.
Where's the
I love it.
talc?
I can't wait to talk about your guys' shit.
That's some good shit.
I got nothing
Great
good.
week, bro.
Thanks, boys.
I got nothing good. I had to go back because I didn't
Slow
shoot.
clap your ass.
I had to slow it a little bit, you know. I wanted to give, so this is Junior_Doom. Check me out. I do certain things. Hopefully you like the certain things. I wanted to give a lot of love to Diamond Select. They've been very awesome and helping us out. We definitely need to get a hold of Zach soon. Maybe we'll figure something out after Toy Fair. I'm sure he'll have things to talk about then, and we can ask him all the questions, whether he answers or not. At least we asked. So, as I said, I have all these Muppet figures here. I wanted to use some Palisades, but again, I wanted to show love to Diamond. And they ended up using this, I believe, on Christmas Eve as well on the Collect DST page, which was very cool as well.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
dude.
awesome.
I was very excited because he really doesn't feature, and I've always tried to convince him to do more features on there, but it seems like he only really likes to repost like me and Barrel for some reason. But super cool. I tried to play with a lot of different things in this photo. Obviously, that's flour on the ground. The presents are different accessories I got. The tree is trying to be in the front of the image, a little blurred out. It has those lights on there that actually work. It's like a tie thing, I guess you're supposed to wear to like some party that lights up.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. These figures are so like fucking dirty with the snow because they kept falling down. But it worked out. They look fucking all snowed out.
Is that light prop and the street sign prop really there?
That is really there. Yes,
Because
it
those
is.
make it. Those are the background, and you got
That's
the tree
there,
foreground.
and
That's
the
it.
street lamp. Then the street lamp is
It's
there, and
selling
that
it.
candy cane pole is there. So
Did you edit? Did you edit Sesame Street on there though?
I did edit Sesame
Yeah.
Street on there,
Okay.
though. Yeah, somebody did notice. But I agree that lamp pole is that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's actually a screen printout on my TV of the background as well. I didn't even get that printed, but I had to color correct that to make it more. And that's what the easy part is with the snow and the white. It's easy to color correct.
Are you
it to make it
dropping
white.
baby powder?
No, that's all fucking fubbed in there as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all fubbed in
Oh,
there
no
as
shit.
well.
I'm like, and here I am actually doing really.
Yeah, fuck you. I ain't got time for that.
Fuck's sakes!
You can teach
Like,
a course
you know,
on that if
chest
you want
and
to. I like the way mine looks, and I don't have to fucking have any even more dirty shit going on that I already have to deal with. So semi-simple shot, but it was tough to pose. And like I said, for me, it's all the things that are incorporated in there as Prop King. So sorry, I am Prop King. But those hats, I glued them to the side because they just stick up like fucking straight. So if you guys ever see these hats, take a little bit of glue, stick them to the side of the Christmas hat so that you can actually have it look real instead of just popping up in the air. And this is obviously on him, on Animal is the one from Clark or whatever.
Yep.
So
Okay.
wanted
Nice,
to
dude.
show
Love
some.
it.
What's that?
I said, awesome shit, bro. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wanted to show some love to The Simpsons, as I always do for Christmas. And this photo, this is a car Eric actually gave me. This is from the Bratz line. This is like the Speed Racer car, actually. It's idolizes it. So the idea here is that Bart steals the car and hits fucking Quimby.
Wiggum.
Wiggum, yeah, sorry, I said Quimby. That's the mayor Quimby.
Wiggum.
Sorry. And then I actually do have Christmas versions of the characters, so I wanted to incorporate that. And the
Nice.
town is in there. That's a humongous diorama piece that Playmates actually made. It's like the corner of the town. So there's Moe's, there's the Frying Dutchman, and there's the jazz corners. It's very inaccurate. That's not how downtown is, but it's all the
So
places
how-
you want it to be.
how many lights and shit you got going on in here? And,
This is like
what are you doing with your camera and shit here, bro?
This is probably 7 to 8 different lights. These are the two 1,500 watt LEDs that I have. They're humongous. They're professional studio lights. So these will not yellow it, because that's the problem when you're shooting snow, is you do not want to do anything that's going to yellow the photography. You want to make sure you're on the cleanest you possibly can. And this one, I wanted them to kind of be a little bit blurry in the background and you to really focus on the comedy elements. So that's another reason that you do kind of fub the background out. But that you still make it so you can discern the different characters in there. So this is a very, you know, low f-stop on there, and really trying to control just the main focus of what's going on, which is...
If I can pipe in, I gotta say something before I forget it. Dude, imagine if Can of Beams made like spilling coffee effects and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Dude,
I would be all about that game.
Because I was thinking he should be spilling something like donuts or coffee on the front, but then I was like, no.
How would you do it? I didn't redo this shot. That's perfect. I could have. Oh, I totally have loose donuts too. Damn it! See?
Now you have motivation to go back.
See, that's why we all need each other, guys. Because that's what I tell you guys all the time is like, find somebody that you can bounce ideas off of, because the more you share, the more you're going to get a creative juice, and we all love juices flowing.
Oh, yeah.
And this is just another example of it. So, yeah, very simple shot, but I own a lot of Simpsons figures, and I definitely wanted to fucking showcase this town.
Yep,
so,
I like that
love
juice,
these little fucking figs. I love them.
I love this. I mean, you got to do what you can with the no articulation, and I feel like I did it because that Quinn. I laugh every time I see him on the art.
Just crushing him.
Sorry, just crush. But he's so fat it doesn't hurt him, you know.
Just crushed him.
He just rolls up on there like, geez, Bart. All right. So this ended up being one of my favorite photos I think I did of the entire year. I don't know why. I just really like it. Probably because these figures look so real, because there's barely any articulation to them. And nobody owns
old
these,
NECA?
apparently. Yeah, these are super old NECA figures. The dad is actually...
Christmas Story figures.
Right. The dad is... I had to pop his legs off, which are static. These are custom-made legs that I made just for Dad, so it looked like he slipped and his legs are forward in there. But they made the whole family.
Awesome.
I mean, they made all of them, even Mom.
Bro,
so.
Putting that tree in the foreground is essential for this picture, because it matches with the trees in the background.
And then, and you get the light pole back there again too. So, and the fence, the fence is leaning on the screen.
Oh, no shit.
So that fence is fucking in there as well. So
Great
that's another
setup, dude.
And if you look at it, there's a separation mark between Ralphie and Mom there, so you can see that I made it so there was a pathway to get out of the gate. So I really wanted to fill it up. I had a bunch of dogs. I made it look like, the Bumpuses fucking had all their dogs out or whatever, and then I kept it with the theme of NECA, so obviously I used Billy, making it look like this. There was like some Santa Claus that was like trying to shovel like driveways or whatever, was like gonna take him out.
Yeah. Just some guy.
Yeah, just some guy. But
love the setup, dude. Love the fucking. I'm telling you, it's like the tree and shit. You start matching the foreground with the background. This old digital from tangible. You start fucking with your eye. That's the shit I love.
Me too. Yeah, and that actually,
really impressive.
There is mistletoe above him as well. That's what that is. That is the actual idea I had. Is there was mistletoe, and then Dad was like, "What do you want? I'm already on the ground."
He's like, "What? You want to fucking kiss? I'm on the ground already."
Exactly. I forgot
down here. You're up
It's
here.
been so long because this photo was actually on the 22nd. I'm kind of going back a little bit. But yeah. But thank
we didn't
you guys.
get to cover our get to cover our New Year's photos.
Right.
Exactly. So thank you guys. Bumpus, goddamn Bumpus. But I do. I don't know why. I really. This is another one. I took this shot. I looked at it. I processed it. None of this was going on. The Bumpuses, the dogs weren't in there. He was actually no legs. and I had it made it look like he fell in like a hole, but then I was like, nobody's gonna get that he just like fell in some hole in the front yard. That there's
Why is
I'm
there
like,
a 3-foot hole in the yard?
right. I was like, and then I was like, wait a minute, why can't I just throw the legs in front of him?
Bro,
like,
there's sinkholes. There's sinkholes all over the world now.
Right, yeah, he's just sinking.
He could be in the sinkhole. You never know.
Right, but see here again, 1, 2, 3 shots. Same seemingly background, same set. Just different fucking figures and things slightly moved around, and you're changing the lighting. I'm doing the same shit Eric is, but I'm doing it with different figures. Now these two houses are the same. This one I think was different, but this and this are the same house. This is a photo I took of the. This is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What are these figures called? They're like Mirage Toys or something like that. Some offshoot fucking company. They look
animated.
They are. They're from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and they just yeah. They're the stylized. Yeah, they're the claymation felt people versions. And these are big though. These are probably almost like 5-6 inch figures. In the back, last year, Staples released these figures that were Yukon Cornelius was the kid that I can't remember his name that wanted to be the dentist. A couple of the reindeer and stuff, and they have little buttons on them where they sing the songs, and they're smaller. So I wanted to play with the scale of this to make it look like they were really far back there by using these completely different scaled figures for this photo as well. So Santa's all the way in the front. As again, we have real props mixed in with the background. I even added that wood piece on the right of there as well. That's actually next to the light pole. And the light pole is lit up with, you use Snapseed, and all you do is just kind of lighten it. You use select and you start saturating it and you start coloring it and just keep doing it, and it'll actually fucking look like the fucking thing is lit up. So yeah, super simple fucking setup. I have a couple of the, reindeer over there to make it look like there's a couple of them over there. I think I only have 3 though, so.
Dude, I love
That's all right. Still fills up the photo, man.
Thanks.
Again, such a
Gets the point across.
image, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really wanted to do a lot of Christmas shots. I kind of came down to, I was going on vacation and I wanted to make sure that I had some shots lined up. So I did. I kind of fubbed it. I did that. So, but I think it turned out. This one I took a long time actually on. I spent my time on this one. This is a kind of a really fucked up version, basically, of the Immaculate Jesus being born, played by Chucky, the mother of, played by Elvira, and Dad obviously being played by Freddy. And there's the 3 fucking wise men there coming to get him.
This is actually fucking dope, bro.
Yeah, this is brilliant. This is art right here. I love the light shining down on Chucky as if
because it is a barn too. I actually have the lorry set, so that is in the background. That's not a printout. They're actually back there, and then I used to use the Extreme Sets floor to kind of extend it a little bit. Okay. So this is a horror version of Jesus, which is fucked up.
The birth of Christ.
Totally blasphemous, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I think this is fucking hilarious.
Chuck's like, nice tits.
Nice tits. He is too. He's got that nice tits, and I'm the kid look. And she does have a milk bottle there too that's actually like pointing to her nipple. So there's a lot of innuendos. There's a lot of things going on in here too. And I didn't even notice the gremlin fell until after I took the photo as well. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like it. I was like,
it looks like the dog's fucking with them.
Right.
He's praising God.
He's like, oh, he's so holy. Well, you know what?
He's beautiful.
You know what? If I'm being accurate, he got blinded by the light because gremlins can't be around fucking light. So
like,
I got burned by Jesus.
It seems accurate enough anyway. Those guys are obnoxious as fuck. They would fall back with joy.
I know.
Dude, I like it. It looks crazy. Like you got some really low f-stop shit. You got some crazy stuff going on because those figures, they're there, but they look like they're a computer image, and it's I don't know. I like it.
They're like glowing in a way.
It's like 3D. It's like old school, like 3D or something. It's
and the glowing, honestly, is lens flares too. Like it's a lens flare that just has like a streaming light on there because it's just too hard to control all of the already 7 lights I have in this photo.
Yeah, just point a light right at the lens. You get a lens flare.
Right. You just point it right at it.
Bam.
I did. It didn't produce this kind of. This one has a very Jesus-y.
No, I'm just fucking.
A very Jesus-y light to it, but
looks fantastic.
This is a lot of editing too.
Mind-blowing.
Another thing I wanted to do is actually start producing swipe photos for you guys to show you what my before and after stuff actually looks like because they are night and day.
Hey, you know what?
No, we don't want to see that.
We don't want... Someone's going to say that you shouldn't do that because you got to keep...
you shouldn't edit stuff and stuff. So
You got to keep it secret. You got to keep it secret.
Gotta keep edit secrets. So this was the first photo I actually did of 2018. Extreme sets on the background. The 2 chairs are things I've been trying to build. Those are from the Mini-Me Austin Powers set. They're perfect for the SH Figuarts, except for, as I told you guys, that fucking Star-Lord doesn't want to sit right, so I had to make it look like he's about to, like, trying to jump out of the chair.
It looks like he's, like, crossing his legs, maybe. Like
Kind of, yeah.
I sit like that. I sit like that.
I sit like that.
We saw your behind the scenes in your stories for this one. This one was fucking sweet, man.
This had a fuck ton of colored lights around it. Like it was swarming.
I liked all those little single lights, man.
All the single lighties. All the single lighties.
Notorious for the finger lights.
Yeah.
But look, it doesn't look like a fucking carnival though. That's the best part.
No.
You got to keep it out of their faces. You got to use it as like they would be just kind of like low lights, you know, flickering.
Yeah, I dig it. Like I said, instrumentals maybe.
Just little accent lights.
Yeah, not too much. You don't want to fucking get too crazy. This is one of the ones I did not actually do another one for. This was the one and done. I did this one and let it rip, but I thought it, you know, actually, no, I did redo this one. I'm sorry, I did actually. And it worked out a lot.
Liar.
It was Drax. Drax was originally looking at Star-Lord, and it was like you couldn't see his face, and all you could see was the side. And I was like, no, he should be looking more at the camera, engaging more. And then, yeah, just super easy. I threw the fucking chicks as the parallel in the background. I kind of had it where they were like, you know, trying to pick sides almost too. So pretty simple shot, but extreme sets. And again, this I have not built the level, the Nell level 6. All I have is the pieces, and I just incorporate the pieces to my will. So I bend them
to my evil will.
My evil will. So this actually, I will give a little bit of credit to XX Omega Doom, who was the first one I noticed that was using a Deadpool with this Jewels Diamond Select diorama piece, and it made me think about doing a photo like this, where instead of a horizontal, I'd do a vertical shot where it was like showcasing the diorama. And that door is actually a WWE piece that you get with one of their figures. I can't remember. I think it's, I don't know. But it's a complete door you get. I painted the door to make it look a little bit better, and then I threw a shit ton of shit in there to fill up the photo to kind of blend, because as we know, the carpet doesn't go that far. So I threw Billy Harrington's ass like he was fucking drunk, passed out. But this is Deadpool in the photo, spray painting on a wall, and it is hentai common, and they're roommates, obviously. So I wanted it to seem like one weird guy was judging the other weird guy for being weird. Does that make sense? Like super judgy weird guys judging weird things, which is the Odd Couple. So this is
well, you
like
have the don't you hate roommates thing, so it looks like they're just like both fucking perverts and shit. Like, what the fuck is Deadpool doing?
Behind the scenes is nobody could notice that this is all pic mixed. In the original image, I believe, if you guys can see my camera, it cuts off right about there on the figure. and
Oh, yeah?
it is wholly exposed right here. So what I did is I superimposed just this piece, stretched it over, and blended it in, and removed. There's a hole right here as well. So
you fixed the figure.
I kind of fixed it a little bit using, you know, an app, obviously. Same thing here. I used a healing to kind of remove the hole right there for the scabbard.
Okay.
But I love this fucking Figma, and I love the fact that it's small enough to make this diorama look pretty big. So had him kneeling down to make him look like he was drawing some dicks with butts, and then unicorns and a dick kind of up his dick and dicking.
And a whole bunch of dicks, all over dicks.
But then there's a bra. Look at this. I actually have a 1/12 scale bra. Look at that shit. McFarlane. Not bad, right? Totally got a bra.
Prop king.
Super prop king. I got bras over here, people, okay? No big deal. So yeah, thank you guys. I got a lot of love. I appreciate it. And then
nice
same
portrait
thing.
style shooting too.
Thank you. Same thing. I already had this set up basically, so I just threw some extra stuff and then came up with a really stupid concept of saying Disney will get in bed with everybody. And then threw all the figures around in there. It's ridiculous. I realize that, but it's funny as fuck to me. So
he's like, I'm like the Illuminati. I know things.
I know things, and Disney will fuck anybody and get into bed with anybody.
Disney is the world leader power, guys. Okay.
So we got
okay. We all buy into
Drax
it.
is pissed. He's running away. Rocket, his eyes are burning. He can't even see anything. I love this fucking. It's a keychain Groot, which is flipping off. It's so fucked up. I wanted to make it look like
a finger.
You're right.
That's
I wanted to make
keychain?
it look like man. Yeah, he's a little keychain. Actually, he had to remove the little drill that's in his head that attaches to a keychain. But yeah, it is. And then Mantis wants to feel what he feels, and then obviously Mickey is trying to embrace the whole moment here, and that's just like a bendy fucking Mickey or whatever. So thank you guys. Extreme Sets again on the background. Love you guys. We're gonna head over to Lenses on Figure.
My goodness.
Oh shit.
Alrighty, on to my week here. Here we have my custom Colonial Marine Punisher that I made about 2 weeks ago, and I'm using these this explosion effect I got from SNA_toys with a Z. He makes these explosion balls and sells them for I think 20 a piece, shipping included, something like that.
Nice.
But they're basically
get a hold of him, see what he has to say.
Yeah, it's basically cotton that he has formed around some wire, some wire support he has inside there, and you just put a bright light behind it, and it looks like a legit explosion.
Yeah, it does, man. I always needed one of those. I still I want one.
Oh wow!
I tried to build one of these years ago, but you kind of need an airbrush. You need an airbrush.
Yeah, it was beyond what I could do in my apartment here. So I was like, dude, I'll happily buy one and support your work.
Dude, very cool, and a great application too with your custom tile with the aliens and floor and the. Dude, I love it.
Those little side lights, man.
Want to tell a little story with this this custom I made here? Sorry, what were you saying, Dave?
No. I was just saying about those lights, man. I fucking love those little stick-on lights that you got incorporated in most of your dios there.
Right. I love the
fantastic.
action too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a bitch to edit out the stand I had him posing on, but I think it came out pretty well.
Yeah, man,
you killed
definitely.
It, man.
I wouldn't have
Love
known.
this shit. Love the lighting. It's dark. It's dramatic.
It's just dark enough.
It's cool because your center focus is actually on the explosion. He's almost kind of he's not the center of the attention, which is cool. It's different.
But we still see that it's like smacking him in the face. You know what I mean?
He's getting blown back. Yeah,
he's getting wafted up.
There's still he's still in your center line. You're drawing lines.
And I just wanted to reveal in this shot where the explosion came from. So I just sort of figured Hudson fired a grenade, shitting his pants like, oh fucking Christ.
He's like, shit. Then he's like, oh shit. Game over.
Again, nice, because the leading line goes right to him too, right there.
Right, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. I try to look out for that shit.
I look out. My man over here is like me. He be using them fucking apps for these lights and shit.
With sick dios.
I love animating those lights.
I
Sorry, what's that?
I was gonna say with like properly built dope dials and shit, you get those leading lines naturally in these sick photography here.
But look,
Yeah.
but look at this we got here though. Like, there's the light. You can see the
Yes.
blue light, the blue light, the blue light, and then the blue light. Like,
All
it's
proper.
contrasting up to it.
That's what I love about these Colonial Marines figures, especially the 2-pack Hudson and Hicks. Like, their faces kind of have that glossy like finish to them. So if you bounce light off of that, man, it can look
Sweaty.
really, really dope.
They
yeah,
look like sweaty or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they're in the middle of a firefight panicking.
Yeah.
Dude,
But you
there's
would
not-
be.
Fuck
This-
yeah, especially with some aliens.
You will be.
This could be like digital art, not even action figures.
Thanks,
This
bro.
could be like digitally done.
It's just like playing with lights at some points too.
If you-
Like,
That's,
figures
that's
glance-
how I feel about it. For
Yeah.
the most part, it's always about the
light
light.
art.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like I glance at this, this could be completely CG to me. I'm like, this is amazing.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, if you
Love
if
it,
you
bro.
don't see the feet, you never know like it's actually dial
And
or
it's like
printout.
that's what NECA's doing though. They're doing that dope fucking ass figures though for us, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
NECA's providing that shit. Even though there's have their issues and whatnot, NECA still is leading with the fucking most realistic figs.
Yeah.
I like how they went the extra mile with these figures too, with the Marines, because they got the toe articulation,
Right.
and they could just like crouch and do like
Double
crouching
legs.
on their knees and shit. Yeah,
Yep.
just cool tactical poses.
Yep. Brilliant.
Love it.
Great photo, man.
Next shot. So here we have Kevin with some paint cans that my girl made me, and I thought she did a really freaking good job on them.
She did a fucking
Yeah.
She did a
amazing
bang up job on
those.
your
Awesome.
wiener and on these paint cans.
So is
Yeah,
your girl
all
going to be a
around.
part of the hack and slash?
All around.
All around
that's-
your wiener?
This is definitely a hack and slash
Yep.
discussion for next week. This Home Alone dial.
As Ricky
yeah.
Martin would say, she bangs.
She bangs. She bangs.
Ooh,
I like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Asian guy better. What was his name?
Oh, yeah. Oh, she bangs.
She
Lens,
banged. I
Look
have
at
no
this.
Professional twinning.
look at this banister, fucking stairway, wall. This is amazing,
Mr.
dude.
Bannister.
Thank you, dude. This is like all Hobby Lobby shit that
Right.
I know. I watched your
Just
progress
utilized.
when you were making this.
Yeah.
It's fucking really
with some
good.
with some of those texture printouts for your wallpaper. Is that what you got going on there?
Dude, yeah, my girl helped me out with this. She went and found some
printed this
blog
shit
where
out.
they were like breaking down the like the look of the house in Home
Yeah.
Alone. And she ended up finding like almost the exact wallpaper pattern and printed
That's
a bunch of those out for me. Yeah, dude.
So he's even
really
printed
sells the
out
photo.
images of the family in frames and put them on the wall like they were in the movie as well.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, dude.
And
she
again-
seriously killed it.
Continuity.
Buckstacks got featured by NECA again for that shit.
Of course he did, motherfucker.
They liked it. They
They
liked
liked
it.
it. I love
We
how
watched-
modest he is, eh? They liked it.
They liked it.
We
They're like
watched
Mikey.
your process. Your process for even doing this is like unique in your own way too.
Yeah.
You're
So,
fucking utilizing apps to make this blur effect and whatnot.
is that what it is?
Yeah, I never really messed with motion blur too much until now, but yeah,
Yeah.
I had this app, PixArt.
Yeah,
And
I use the same
basically-
one. That's
yeah,
the
dude,
one app that I use for all of my photos, pretty much.
It was
No
it
joke.
was my first time really messing with it, so I added motion blur to the entire photo, and then I just used the eraser tool to erase
yeah.
it from
Yeah.
wherever I didn't want it. So I just left the paint can covered, and I
Yeah.
thought it turned out pretty dope.
Yeah, it
Dude,
turned out
that's-
amazing.
Oh, I
bro.
use that shit all the time.
I
was
look
really-
at this and I laugh.
I laugh.
I wanna
Because
get
we're
some
looking at
comedy
Daniel.
shots in there.
We're looking at Daniel Stern's face about to get fucking smashed by a paint
Right.
can. That's why we laugh.
But he's got the proper face for the proper duck from Joe Pesci. And again, this is
Yeah.
what we're talking about is Home Alone right now. We're talking about very accurate scenes recreated on the staircase of the wet bandits at this point, not the sticky
And-
bandits.
NECA killed it with the expressions here. Like they are perfect for this scene, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Harry's like, "Heads up! Oh shit!"
Love
And then Mark's just like, "Uh-oh."
it.
So good, dude. Love your work. I love the dial, and you did. Man, you put the work in, and look at the results.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
And
you.
Even this shit, you're doing 1/6 dials with the printout method now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier in the hack and slash segment.
I was
but
gonna say, bro. I was gonna call you on that one because this is what
Should've,
inspired.
dude, should've.
This is what
Oh,
inspired.
you're getting
me to do
called
that.
out.
basically did the same thing Dave did. I found some textures. Blackpool Toys on Instagram actually told me about this method. He uses this site, textures.com, and you can get you could download some free decent resolution textures and just print them out on regular paper and just use double-sided tape to stick them on some foam or something, and you could just basically make your own extreme sets, just like Dave was saying earlier. In this case, I wanted like a cabin, you know, from like the late 1800s, and you know, it would take forever to like practically make that out of like.
Dude, you can even go ahead and like print out the door and cut the door out and have it open and shit. Like,
sure.
Oh wow!
Just tape it to some
cardboard. You guys see my
cardboard.
elevator shit, bros.
Yes.
And you got a lot of comments too. Good job.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was surprised it wasn't even a Toy Pops session.
Dude, it's not easy for people to get dope backgrounds for their 1/6 collectibles. Like, even Dana doesn't have proper backgrounds for Walking Dead shit, you know?
Yeah. This is where you can really get creative with your 1/6 shit, because there's not really, unless you got like a really cool custom dio maker making shit for you, you really don't have much to choose from.
Even Extreme Sets has yet to put out 1/6 dials.
I wish they will, man.
Yeah.
I know.
On the horizon.
I know. Doll fucking power. That's what she wanted.
Would
she was
be
like,
all
what?
over it.
She was like,
all over that.
Why don't they make those for me? I was like,
Right.
I don't know.
Again, guys, we can do it ourselves. It's totally doable.
We built this
Yeah,
city
looking at some
on
cowboy stop
print
motion.
paper.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was fucking bad.
Yeah.
Some more cowboy stop motion here. Just these were just experiments I was just messing around with, and ended up coming out pretty dope. So I posted them.
Oh,
How many pics? How many pics are you fucking doing with this?
This particular one was 80 images, and I did 7 frames per second.
See, yeah, nicely done, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's clean.
Added some music to this one too. It was my first time kind of messing with like the fabric in between the first couple frames there, so it would make it look like the wind was blowing it. Eric, it looked like you did that in your Batman stop.
Kinda, yeah. You move it out of the way for what you're moving the legs, so the cape has to move out of the way and shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh. And here's my stuff again.
So good, we're gonna do it again.
Oh, he's showing my stop motion. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh my god, you do stuff too.
Yeah. And this is a lot more frames, but I was limited by the app I was using as far as how fast I could produce them.
Right, it's super smooth, dude.
Oops.
Yeah.
But it needs to be faster though. That's the thing. And fucking Flipagram doesn't go faster than like 0.3 seconds or some shit like that.
The problem was he wanted to do it portrait, and then the ones that we all use were basically in landscape.
Landscape, yeah.
Yeah. So. And even still, they crop out hard, so you got to make sure you have a nice wide image of what you're doing. It cuts a lot out. So back to lens shit.
Bringing up that ATA Westworld. So that's another thing that he wanted to let you guys know as well. And maybe this is what you could feature as well too, because it looks like, well, you could feature yourself too, because it looks like you're the only one using the tag. Oh, look, there's me. I'm in there as well on Sneaky Justin. So you got to convince Sneaky Justin to, and then this Kid Again Forever, you got to convince these guys to.
You guys got Cowboys, shoot him. ATA Westworld.
ATA Westworld. I started this
I got some Batman cowboy shit, I think.
I started this shit forever ago, but I'm glad he's all about it.
Dude,
I was all about it back then, and I'll be on it soon as well.
Amazing.
This is a shot of my Lee Van Cleef from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, yeah.
He is the bad.
Great use of, because it looks like it's proper terrain scale even.
Yeah.
That's at Vasquez Rocks, an hour north of LA.
Nice.
Cool spot to shoot some cowboy shit.
I love LA.
Do you go out there a lot, Nick? Do you go out there a lot, bro?
I've been there. No, that was my first time there, but I want to go back, man, because it's beautiful for taking photos.
He needs a bag of oranges, though.
Oranges?
I was going to say.
Sorry.
Shit. You know what? You need to get some like fucking tumbleweed.
I know. That's what I was saying. I was
maybe some whiskey bottles.
What did you just say?
The photos later that night. I'm like, fuck. I needed to make a 1/6 tumbleweed somehow.
Yeah.
Boy.
Couple weed and some whiskey.
You know what? Why don't you just whin it out? A whinted whumble weed.
Wumble.
Whumble
He just
weed.
makes up shit. He goes, we just mix it up with what in the front of it.
Yeah.
Shut up. Awesome. That was the last photo. Am I correct?
Fucking
I posted one tonight actually, but
Oh, you sons of bitches.
we're getting crushed on time. We could skip
He's
over.
like, how do we? There.
You're making me work.
There.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, dude, we have to look at it. This
Is that Will
nuts.
Smith?
This is awesome.
Wow, I am
Yeah.
legend.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, dude, this custom belongs to Notorious Collector. I hung out with him today and a bunch of cool other toy photographers in the LA area, and I couldn't not leave without shooting this thing. This thing is so cool.
This
Dude,
is awesome.
so you go there and just swap each other's shit, eh? Like
You
a bunch of
swap- oh, he does
sexy
more than that.
bastards.
He just got it too. He let me christen it. Like he didn't even shoot it yet.
Wow.
He knew he was
That's,
gonna get
bro,
that.
you
you
have
know
the
what? That's an awesome little benefit of getting together with a group of,
Exactly,
of a
dudes.
bunch of people.
Yeah.
Wow.
wish
Look
there
at all
was
these
more people
motherfuckers
closer to me.
too. All these people he got
There's a
together.
lot of them. He
They
brings
did.
his kids and his kids shoot.
Why isn't
Yeah, I
he
just-
tagging ATA Westworld?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Yeah.
Do it, man.
I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Lecture
You better
on that
tag
shit.
that
Have
shit,
bro.
yo.
We have to
You gotta
get a
let
little
him
talking
know.
to.
He's got
Yeah.
some dope shots.
But he's always making 1/6 customs and makes some pretty cool dios too. Making
Yeah.
some 1/6 ones.
Outstanding. Amazing shit, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
what's your camera doing in these outdoor conditions? What are you running? Like, what's the numbers on your camera when you're doing this?
Pretty low f-stop for this. This is like I think I was at like 3 something, like
Yeah.
almost as low as my lens could go. Cause yeah,
And
there's
I
some
mean-
people in the background and shit. I just didn't want that in focus.
So this is like sundown, and you're, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
perfect.
it's almost golden hour. I didn't want to wait that long, but
Okay.
yeah, the lighting was kind of tricky to work with, but I thought I
I
got
know,
a good shot.
the lighting works out really well here because there's a lot of tones in that movie where it's dusk kind of thing, right? So
Yeah, I really
Well,
had
'cause they were
to
about to
mess
come
with
out,
it in
yeah.
Lightroom to get it to pop.
Bro, look at the detail you got to pull out of that jacket.
yeah, that's what
I
I'm
know,
looking at.
man. That's
All the
I like
wrinkles.
messed with the clarity there in Lightroom, and it really brings out those that like leather texture.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, some After Effects happening here.
All
That's
day.
A little
nice.
bit, yeah,
All
because the
day.
natural, just the photo straight from the camera
Right.
was like just poop.
All day.
Dude, I hear you.
You gotta
I hear
blend
ya.
just
it.
poop.
You
Gotta tweak it a little
All
bit.
my
I mean-
photos straight off the fucking shit or poop, man. I get that shit into Snapseed and I'm like, oh.
Hey, I'm the
No.
only.
Lately
I'm
with
the
the
last
camera
one.
that I've been using, I've been producing pretty decent shots for like a raw dog kind
Oh,
of thing.
my
you know.
shit's horrible.
All right, let's get to Dave. I'm fucking excited. Great shit, Nick. I can't wait to see
Thanks,
more from you,
guys.
bro.
Love it, bro.
Yeah.
Great
get on
Before
the
shit.
before we go any further here, Doom, can you go back one more photo? Because
Oh
like
my
it's just
god.
You
it's
make
like
me
this,
do work, okay?
it's the
Well,
start of my
technically,
year.
Doom-
No, next one. We can skip
Oh
over
my
that.
god.
Next one even. Oh my! Look
This
at
one.
this.
So this was like the start
of.
of this was the start of 2018 for me. So I really wanted to talk about this one.
I
I
just hog up the whole
Good
fucking
call.
podcast.
No.
Dave.
no. We'll scale over a
We
whole
went
bunch.
way back on Dooms.
I know, that's why I was giving him a hard time.
No,
I was
but
waiting for somebody to call me out.
yeah, fucking greedy asshole.
You can call me out.
We're like, and that's the end. That's all we have time for,
And
guys.
that's
So-
it. Podcast is over. Get the fucking fuck out. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Holy shit! All right, well, thanks for the love,
Oh
guys.
shit, my
That,
roommate's
that's
trying
my
to come
stuff.
back in. Get out of here.
Let's get back on track here with Sharkman Dave's fucking week on Instagram. This shit is out of control, Dave.
Thanks, bud. Thanks.
It's like a Vietnam style Punisher you made here.
Yeah. So again, I was just trying to touch on some Punisher Born. I was trying to get some like old school vibe going out of him. You know, I really dig the beginning of his story. You know, his origin and stuff.
Is that
like
friendly
right?
fire?
So, what's that?
Is that friendly
No,
fire?
they're supposed to be Vietnamese, but
They're spies.
whatever. Just use your imagination, dude.
Yeah, it's friendly
Dude.
fire. He's just on rampage.
I did
He smoked the marijuana.
I put Punisher in a Vietnam situation too, bro. It's so dope. I love
or
it.
maybe they're American troops that are doing some fucking evil doing shit.
He's
you know,
cutting bricks,
He's punishing them. Doesn't matter what they are doing. He's
That's it.
punishing them.
He went to the gun show and he
No,
left with
so-
the fucking trophy too.
Look at that.
So this is pretty basic, guys. And what we're looking at is just a shot of Punisher. I took the NECA Dutch body, where he's shirtless. He's got a bit of blood coming on him. It's the 2-pack that came with the Jungle Predator. But I got that body, and I've took off the little tactical kind of harness that the Jim Lee Punisher Marvel Legends has, and I put it on the NECA body there. I obviously threw on the Mezco Punisher streaming head. And I used a whole bunch of different pieces. I ended up using the M4 with a grenade launcher from the more recent McFarlane Spec Ops figures that I got.
Okay.
So yeah, just pieces from all over the place. And he's even got like this little belt kind of harness pouch thing that I got from I think it was like Cable or some shit. But either way.
Dude, the dial is fucking catching the eye
was
right
really
now.
fun for me to put together on that one. It's this kind of broken ground piece that I use for a lot of my shots. You guys have probably seen it, but like I end up utilizing it for jungle scenes like this when I can just put a bit of shrubbery and some like moss and some dirt all over it. Or I'll even use it for like some broken city shit, so where it's like looks kind of like post-apocalyptic kind of war-torn kind of area. Right, so I use that ground dial piece for a lot of stuff. I've even got that that dial piece that I bought at Walmart a while back. It's like a little fountain kind of thing.
Fountain, dude.
Yeah, and another printout. So that's pretty much what that.
It's impressive, and it's I caught my eye right away too because I'm like, yo, that's a sick setup because it's not necessarily a dial. It's like a bunch of pieces just put together.
It's your movie set, man. It's
right.
You made what you had to.
Yeah,
dude, I do that every fucking shot. I'm telling you, just set it up and
it doesn't have
it's dial pieces, right? It's pieces of dial, right?
Yeah. And you guys, for me, add like I don't know if you notice, but most of my shots are always not always, but pretty low f-stop for most of my shots because I usually like to put a lot of focus on that central the center point kind of thing of just a one figure, right? So I don't know, that's just kind of my style.
Lighting here, Dave.
My lighting's always pretty basic, boys. Like you guys talk about having like 6 lights on shit. Sometimes I only have like 3, but this one's got like 4. I think I've got like.
Dude,
I hear you, Dave.
4 is enough, bro. That's
no, 4 is enough. But I mean, they're like little spotlights, right? I've got like one big overhead. That's just like a desk lamp kind of thing, but I've got it rigged up kind of nice. I've got a bunch of different bulbs for it and stuff. So otherwise, I've got like. I often use my cell phone light, boys, for underneath sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
But
no shame in that.
But no, and otherwise I use like these little finger lights type things as well for a little accent sometimes. But yeah, that's all this one is. Yeah, that's all this.
Is that Plan B figs?
No, those are man. These are old school. I can't even remember what these are, dude. Those are
older, even different.
Gotta look it up.
These
I'll
are
talk about it.
All right.
I can't remember what they are, but yeah, they're fucking sweet.
Do I have to go back to your photos?
So now you can skip over the one that you were just about to see the video thing. That was just Now we can go to this one here.
Oops.
So like you guys were talking about, I also kind of had this dial set up that I just kind of manipulated a bunch of times for a few different photos that you guys are about to see. So this one here, I've got my new Vortex Toys figure that I picked up, the Anonymous Ranger. I kind of tried to make him look all gangster with Punisher coming at him from the background. He's just kind of tucked behind. I've got the Diamond Select desk there from the Gotham line. And I've got him kind of tucked in behind it, looking at his empty clip, realizing that he just fucked up because Punisher's coming for him. So
he's done.
He's done.
Shit. He's about to be dead, Ranger.
Yeah, for the backgrounds, guys, I've got like just basic printouts again.
Is that SWV? I love SWV.
SMD, baby.
Oh shit! I thought it was the popular hip hop group with women.
That's the Shockman Dave. I got a new logo coming out. You guys will see that in a couple photos soon enough. But there's I used a WWE door back there as well for you there, Doom. You were talking about the WD. I think it's the same door. It's probably just I think you just repainted yours, but that's the same. I'm pretty sure the same one broken off.
Build up the picture nicely, Dave. I love it.
And I used like this really half-assed model piece for the chair. Like that's one of those little
Right.
office chairs that's like
Yeah, it's like
all the
Figma.
scale.
It's like
yeah, Figma
Okay.
exactly. Yeah,
I
It's
love
not-
the
it's
smoke
not
coming out of
Figma,
the
but it's
barrel, man.
it fills up photos decently, honestly, guys. I put it in there for a few of my shots now, just to kind of like give it some good background texture.
love it, dude.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
guys, next shot.
Glad you're liking that
Solid.
vortex as well.
Fuck
The
yeah.
vortex, and it's because of the cloth on cloth.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It works.
And it goes obviously well with the Mezco Punisher that I'm using here.
Dude,
So yeah, guys,
look at that.
This is part 2 to the shot that we were just looking at there, with Punisher kind of stalking his victim.
Wow.
Or
I
his
just played
prey,
number
rather.
2.
This is a really good shot, Dave.
Yeah.
That chair placement is spot on.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Again,
That chair and him. Oh wow.
He's like,
fills
the
it up,
only
though.
thing I would have added to this is maybe an envelope or 2, pushing it with 2, but definitely
So-
an envelope.
I mean, Eric's got his envelope. I've usually got a newspaper in mine. If you guys can see the newspaper on the desk, that's usually what you'll see in mine.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Attaboy,
But,
signature.
I've got the little laptop that's open up on the desk there. I've got a little fucking cell phone in the corner as well. You can't really see that too well, but either way, it's like I tried to fill up the photo as much as I could with that shit.
Is that a Hobby Lobby carpet, Dave?
Yes, it is. I was just gonna say I got a little Hobby Lobby carpet there in the
Little
foreground,
throw
at the
rug,
very
ties the
bottom
room
of the photo.
together.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be kind of like some office. You know what I mean? Some like personal office kind of den. I don't know.
Dude, a rug is a great prop, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Again, it gives it more texture. It just kind of gives it.
It almost looks like there's a
more
garbage
texture.
can in the background there too.
So
it almost
that's
looks like it's a garbage can.
it's like a little corner desk kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Love the
It's
leg
awesome.
holster you put on him.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
The angle that I'm going for
Badass.
here was very comic book, very looking over Punisher's shoulder kind of thing, looking down at Buddy kind of giving up. You know what I mean? So
Right.
he's about to get fucked.
I love the
Got
look
the
of
upper
him.
hand.
You can't tell it's a fucking figure on the ground on his knees there. It looks like a photoshopped like fucking person, but
Dude, yeah, straight
it's
up.
tangible. It's right there. It's using the photography aspect to get that shit. It's great. I love it. And that
Love
chair
it.
placement again, dude. That chair.
He's like,
Yeah.
God damn you with that chair.
Look it. Look it.
Thanks,
It's
man.
perfect. It
The
feels
chair
yeah.
steals the show, man.
What figure?
Oh,
There's a
there's
figure,
Punisher.
Figures in there?
Oh, fuck! You take pictures of toys?
No, I like chairs. I'm a
great
chairist.
shit.
I'm a chairist. All right, yeah. Next photo.
Cheers.
Oh
I'm a
shit.
Oh.
So this was kind of actually the beginning of this week. I've got my Marvel Legends Classic, the little re-release that they put out of the brown suit Wolverine. So yeah, I got that sent to me by Art with Toys, Rick. There, he sent me that bad boy, and I got the old school Marvel Legends Wolverine head on it to give it a little bit more emotion. I still haven't fixed the paint on either his body or the head, but I feel like the tone that I gave the
Yeah,
shot, you can't really
just
notice it as
dexterity.
much here,
Yeah.
right? So yeah,
Dude, and having the brown in between breaks it up anyways, so you can't really notice it. Yeah,
Right.
it's like,
exactly. Yeah, right. So I don't know. I took the claws off of him and made him look like he was kind of gouging into one of his victims there. One of
Nice. I'll make a squish
this team
sound.
of ninjas.
dude, using the ninjas is
Yeah,
perfect.
The articulated icon. Yeah, the articulated icon ninjas with a bunch of swords jabbed into them. I kind of like the one guy that I've got down there in the bottom left corner with this sword going into his neck.
Dude, is that like a lone dead tree in the middle of the battlefield?
It is, yeah.
I love that.
I
thought it was kind of
love
fun.
it.
It's
I thought it was
super
kind of-
nothing really, but look how much I love it.
It's
It's
simple.
not really,
Favorite
yeah.
part.
Because, and again, I feel like it kind of went with the lines of like the swords going off in different directions and stuff. And it was that, exactly like you said, dude, it was like that one single dead tree that kind of made it kind of like this.
That's one
this
thing too.
brutal,
I guess you could have
this
spruced
brutal
up.
war ground.
You could have
Yeah.
spruced up a little bit. Maybe put in a couple more blades, like in the back.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? That gets me going, and that makes me want to almost make like a fucking. You know how I have the forest diorama, Dave?
Yeah.
I almost want to like coat one side of all the trees in like arrows and shit.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like there's
Nice.
been a battle. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. So again, this is another printout. I kind of added a little bit of extra texture to the moon to kind of make it pop a little bit, but otherwise it's a printout, and I just kind of fubbed that on there, and I obviously fubbed in the blood, but I didn't mind it. It kind of looked kind of cool. I don't know. It looks very comic booky in my opinion. So
Mhm.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that shit, dude. If you like it, you like it. And then, like I said, it's a nice usage of like using those figures as a prop piece too.
Yeah. I got a little bit too much harsh of light in the front there for my in my opinion, but otherwise it's an all right photo.
Okay.
He
Like
said
we
it's
said,
all right. You got to
like
be
we
a
said,
critic of your own work.
There's a difference between real life and movie scenes and shit. It depends on. You need proper lighting, right?
I wanted certain areas of him to pop, and that's kind of what I was getting out of this with this lighting. So I was like, all right, I'm good with this. This looks pretty.
And again, that's why me and Eric do contrasts. If you get like one area that looks good, and then you want to take another shot and then blend them together. But then, again, that's the benefit of doing the shot and looking at it, and then if you got the time, coming back to it maybe too.
Like my photos, dude.
Oh my God, I know. Seriously, I was on vacation for all of this, and
I'm kidding, bro.
I know. I was like,
I was on a break.
All right, yeah. Next
I didn't
photo.
like any of your photos. Oh, I like this one though.
Yeah. No, this was a fun little concept, a little idea I had from a while back. Actually, me and my girlfriend. No, me and my girlfriend were tossing this idea around, and I was talking about once I got that sync and all that kind of thing, like the Mezco Punisher. I was like, I want to do an idea of him like smashing a mirror, like looking all pissed off. Actually, somebody commented on one of the photos that it reminded him of. I don't know if you guys played Splinter Cell at all, but there was a release of Splinter Cell, the Splinter Cell games called Double Agent, and there's this very specific image from Double Agent where he's kind of punching the window, or sorry, the mirror. And in the next shot, you guys will see it's very reminiscent of that. But either way, this is it's kind of the idea I had. I wanted him. I've been in a very big Deadpool mood lately, so I got Mezco Punisher a little blurred out in the background there with again that low f-stop, and I've got focus on Deadpool getting his head smashed into the mirror that I kind of put in our foreground here.
Dude, you use that sync perfectly. I love it.
I just had to prop it up at the right height. That's all it took.
Yeah, it looks perfect, dude. Face the wrong face into him and everything.
Yeah, it's super spot on.
So for this photo,
broken glass effect too, man.
Yeah, that's just another. That's just a PNG off of fucking Google. That's.
I mean, like you could break like actually glass and like have it there, but that's getting picky as fuck.
Well, this is just me doing it quickly because I'm like short for time.
What you could do?
Short for time today.
Shut the fuck up.
You fucking critical asshole.
You can eat a bag of fucking dicks and shut the fucking fuck up.
Listen, you don't know what my life entails, bro. You don't know what my life entails.
He's trying to work out and stuff. He doesn't have time to break glass and take photos of it.
That's what I might have done. I'm just...
No, absolutely, man. That would have been a nice little detail added touch. But for this photo, I was quite happy with the result. It just it got the point across. So yeah. I was happy. And again, dudes, this is what I was talking about. Like the background for this photo, the whole dial setup, it's the exact same as the last shot, like for the last two Punisher photos. I just kind of moved a couple things around, and that's it.
I slid some things around.
I can't tell though, man. That's all that matters.
Yeah, right. So
as long as something's in the background, a lot of times, because it's not the focal point anyhow. Right?
No. Well, we all obviously see what the focal point is in this photo.
Love it.
It's head smashed. Oh, and I had to do a hand swap on that. I had to do. I had to take Lady Deadpool's hand because it was like a flat hand from the Diamond Select. But the worst part about it is that when I was fucking around trying to plug it into his wrist, it snapped off. So I literally just had to use like a little bit of sticky tack to like make sure that stood where it was.
Damn.
He pulled it off though.
And broken.
It looks all right. Yeah, it looks all right. But it's broken.
Damn. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, fucking Diamond Select with their stiff ass little joints.
Here we go.
Shit. I don't think I saw this, bro.
I like this one, so fuck off.
No, that's good. I appreciate it too.
It was a tough ordeal.
We all know these.
I'm happy.
These Instagram algorithms suck balls, anyways, boys.
No, for sure. The odd
just gotta go to accounts of people.
We all obviously missed the odd one. I actually just liked one of Nick's from like 2 weeks ago that I missed. Sorry.
It's hard to get them all, guys.
Yeah.
It's hard to get them all.
This is more or less a side B shot.
You didn't like a photo I did 4 years ago. I'm hanging up on you in the podcast. You're off my life.
I hate you now.
I've always hated you.
Yeah. I've always hated you. Never knew though. Bye.
Oh,
good. This is great, Dave. I love this shit.
Tell us more, Dave.
No, it's
Tell him,
like I
Steve
said,
Dave.
it's more or less a side B shot of the last photo you guys were just looking at. This was the original idea that I had.
He pushed
was just
Deadpool out of the way, and he was like, "I want my turn."
Yeah, no, well, this was again the original idea I had, so I just wanted to kind of execute that, him smashing the mirror, and again the focus on Punisher's face, right? So just him looking a little fucking pissed off, brooding about his family being killed, and now he's just
Oh, my
smashing the
dead
mirror.
wife, get over it, move on.
Do you guys notice in the bottom left corner I got the new fucking logo down there, the little SMD with a little shark? That was actually
shit.
Ryan, the
Top
one
there.
cam. The one cam, a little shout out to him. He actually helped me out on that bad boy. So
Nice.
the little logo that you see in my name there in my profile,
Nice.
and the
Nice work, Ryan.
right. Thank you, dude. Again, thank you, Ryan. Looks awesome.
It
Anyway.
incorporates a shark in the fucking name and everything.
That's what I
love
love
it, dude.
That is creative.
That's what I love about it. All right, guys. Next photo.
Yeah.
Oh, what was
So
that?
I cannot get enough of this.
I was
fucking
Howard
photo.
Deaning the next photo.
Okay.
So this one is again the same setup, guys. I just moved a couple things around. I ended up using a WWE fence side piece kind of thing there that I put up against the right wall.
He's really
and that's-
fucking with this
and that's
guy.
literally propped up by that metal piece there that you see in the foreground.
Yeah, that's your fucking heavy piece.
Yeah, that's my heavy piece to hold shit, but it kind of looks like a pipe in the little fucking, I don't know, basement dungeon.
It looks like it looks like it's just behind, like in the fucking, like, I don't know, mechanical room or something.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what I was going for there, just to kind of fill up the picture again. And I've got that small little corner desk with a briefcase open on it, some guns in the background. I've even got that DIY gun cage that I got from the dollar store a while back, closer to Halloween there. So I used that to kind of fill up the photo a little bit more, guns and that. And a couple little homemade dial pieces. I've got that tube there. That's literally just like a fucking like a paper towel roll that I kind of fabricated into like a pipe.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
That I've got this Vortex Toys, Anonymous Ranger tied up to, about to get bludgeoned by a little bat that I picked up from Michael's the other day.
Looks
Nice.
great.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that's more or less this photo. I got Punisher kind of again preying on his victim, about to come up on him with a
Using the fucking hobby twine to have him tied up and shit too.
Yeah, little twine around this guy tied up to the pole.
Tied to the tracks.
That's the part one, batter up. Part two, right here.
Shit.
Oh,
So I didn't even know.
Tonight's
Now
photo.
I can like
Getting his Negan on.
Yeah.
dude, this is nice.
So this was
You
kind of
need some of those fucking can of bean blood. That's wow.
that would have made me happy in this for sure.
This is fantastic, regardless.
He
though.
bled
I mean,
all over it though.
Yeah, I did put some fake blood on that shit.
No, you bled.
Look how the
all
lights
over
hitting
this.
the fence.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was pretty happy with, was how the lights were kind of hitting, the characters a little bit. I even have
feel
that
that.
that little camping light that I told you guys about not too long ago. I have that one along the outside of the fence to kind of shine in, and that's kind of what's given that Vortex Toys guy a little bit of blue there on him. So, and a bit on Punisher's leg, you can see that. So that's
And it creates
that's
a nice visual on the actual fence itself too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, gives it a little extra shine.
Yeah.
You know,
I subbed in a
as long
bit
as
of
I can
that.
have Punisher screaming at people
And
in every
it's-
photo.
It's the backlighting idea.
Yeah,
That bat is perfect, man.
yeah, it works well. I
it
fubbed
got
in a little bit of blood on it.
signatures
I
on
fubbed
there?
in a bit of blood from the, or like dripping from his mouth. But otherwise, what did you say, dude?
Has it got signatures on it? This is
I
a
signed
fucking
that shit.
Yogi Berra bat with a tiny little word signature.
It's blood
There's a
splatter
fucking-
on it.
There's a Sharkman
I know,
Dave
I was
signature
being an
on it. That's
asshole.
it. I drew a couple cocks on it too. So.
Do some content. Yes, that's what I was looking for.
There it is.
There it is. There's
There
that
you
spunk I was looking for.
go.
There's the cock jokes I wanted.
I was
Yeah,
waiting
so
for all the
That's my week,
cocks.
guys. That's my week. That's my 2 weeks essentially.
Beast mode.
All right.
Love it, dude.
Well, guess what? That's actually
What?
all we have for you this week. We ran a little later. We are trying to get back into the seemingly 2-hour zone, but sometimes we just have a little bit extra for you. We hope you guys are enjoying the show and how the show is going to be continuing. Obviously, we didn't really get too much into side bits of what we're doing exclusively, but we're trying to narrow things down and have the show be a little bit more creative, but still have the avenue of fun. So again, you can check out this episode and other episodes all on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, and visually on YouTube. Definitely find us on Instagram, Action Toy Art Podcast, or ATA__PRO. I am, of course, Junior_Doom. I am accompanied by Eric Plays, Sharkman Dave, and Lenses on Figures. We will definitely check you guys out here again next week on Monday, as we do every week, because we have nothing better to do besides podcast with our lives. Is there anything else any of you guys want to say while we dip out?
Have a great week, guys.
Take some more photos because we fucking love seeing them.
We'll feature you.
Hashtag hack and slash on your custom shit.
Hashtag hack and slash.
Thanks
Hashtag
for listening to the show.
ATA Westworld.
For some great toy art, you can check out ATA Dreadnoughts on Instagram and Facebook. Remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe to our show on Podbean. If you'd like to ask us any questions, leave a comment and we'll make sure to answer on the next episode.